Main character.
Hang on.
Just in time. Level 2 rogue.
Level 2 rogue. Congrats.
Yes.
Yes.
Brand new
so
shiny.
So Zoe, Freya's finished doing her leveling up, yeah?
Yes.
Excellent. Which
Freya has
means
several more healthy points.
several more healthy points.
That's
I think
always
that's
a
what
good
they're
thing.
called.
He's eating
Oh,
some
I'm
greens.
looking forward to this party being less squishy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when Iris goes, I will fight the thing, and it's like, wham, I am down to 1 hit point. No!
So,
Oh.
when last we left our heroes,
Yeah.
we had a very Freya-centric session. And the reason for that was that we had a split party and one of our PCs was missing. So we had to kind of shuffle through.
We did a lot of walking through the forest.
We did a lot of walking through the forest. So
It was good though. We fought in the forest an unusually smart ogre, right?
That is
Practice the ogre. No, he wasn't called Practice, but he kept shouting Practice.
he did.
What was his name? He did tell us his name.
He did tell you his name. Did you make a note of it?
No, of course I didn't. I don't make notes of anything. If it's important, I'll remember it.
He did tell you his name.
Yeah, but also Jacob does all the note taking, so I usually don't.
That's fine.
Yeah,
you did.
he was called like Maximus or something like that, or
Sure,
or
something
Grog.
like that.
Or-
I know
yeah.
what his name is.
What's his name?
No, you didn't remember.
Please tell me.
Yeah, well, you'll have to ask Iris, who may have a better memory than you. So you encountered an unusually smart ogre. Meanwhile, Freya, what did you do?
I almost got married, but
Yes.
tragically died in a fire.
That was very sad.
Also, I acquired a map by chance. It just happened to fall into my pocket, and I made sure it was, they had a copy of it left
The map.
in the.
So this is the map that you acquired by chance, which looks like, where are we going?
There we go. Yeah,
Going,
that was the map. It's a good map.
which is a pretty good map. And the map that they happen to have a copy of.
It was made by
good enough.
Freya. It's
I mean, now that I am scouting the north.
You're scouting the north.
They don't need a map anymore.
No one knows
I
that
will
you
be
will.
their eyes.
You will be their eyes
Yeah,
and their ears.
exactly.
If they will ever talk to me
And the
again.
flayed skin
Who
tattooing
knows?
a map. So we left last session with Freya starting a small fire on her bed and diving out of the window.
I didn't want to die.
I don't want to die, so I'm just going to jump out of a 5th story window.
Yeah.
With no plan, no rope, no nothing. Sir Darius came barging into the room. Sir Darius, if you remember, the giant metal tin can fighter that Lord Tyndall
Who
has
was
with him.
her betrothed.
Has with him at all times. He sticks his head out over the parapet, he looks down, and he cannot see you. Tyndall runs into the room, and there is a commotion, smoke is trailing out, a shout is taken up, and servants come running, guards come running, the castle is suddenly in total commotion. Lady Freya,
Yes.
clutching onto a windowsill, 1 floor down,
Natural habitat.
just my natural habitat. Here we see the Lady Freya in her natural habitat,
In extreme
hanging.
danger after her own failed plan.
hanging out of somebody else's window. You're hanging out of a window, and you can see there's a ledge above you, which means that you are just perfectly masked from Sir Darius's vision, and he is looking out the window, scouring for you. There's swearing, and you hear from up in the room above you, Sir Darius talking quietly, and Lord Tyndall arguing with him.
Ooh.
Make me a perception check.
Yes. I will do that. 20.
20. On a 20, you hear Sir Darius saying, "She's escaped. Don't know where she's gone to. She'll be around here somewhere. I'll find her." And Lord Tyndall says, "Find what? Alas, my lady died tragically in a fire."
Well done, Lord Tyndall. Smooth. Get out of that marriage.
Servants come running away. You can't see this, but you hear footsteps and shouting and people coming. What is your plan? It is daytime. There are people walking around. It is only a matter of time before you get spotted.
Yes. I'm going to duck into the window.
Okay, so you start climbing up and into the window, and you make your way through, and you come face to face with a half-naked man who is changing.
No.
This is Sarum, the guard.
Oh, poor Sarah.
He sees you, and
Sarah got into a lot of trouble last episode because of Freya.
he's got a droopy moustache, and he sees you. He just, oh, my lady.
Sarum, what would your wife say? I really hope you won't tell her that I've been in here. I'm just going to go dash out of the door.
Through the window and out the door. Okay, he doesn't stop you. He falls over trying to put his trousers on.
Oh my god!
And you slam the door in his face. My leg, boom! Yeah, you're in the corridor, and there are... Make me a stealth check.
24.
24. You get into the corridor, and you hear the sound of footsteps coming, so you immediately run and get into the room opposite you. In this manner, on a 24, you make your way down 4 flights of stairs, going room to room to room to room. Yeah, like Solid Snake going through an enemy fortress.
And
And
cardboard box on my head.
you get into a room which you see has is a storage room. Oh,
That'll be
that'll
our
be the others.
players. I'm on my way.
Yeah, you get into a room which you see is a storage room,
Yeah.
and we'll have the scene when the other people get there.
Okay. I'll prepare my master plan.
Do prepare your master plan. You see that there is in the storage room a woman that you have seen before. She has kind of thick, short, cropped hair, huge, chunky glasses, and a large book chained to her waist. She, on a 24, well, there's every chance she sees you. Not on a 3, she has no idea that you have entered the room behind her. We're going to pause. We will resume in a second, for the rest of the party have returned. Avengers, assemble!
We're assembling! Hang on, we've got to put our bat eye makeup on.
Sup, chat?
Avengers resemble. Excellent.
Sorrel, this
the end of the
present
game?
is a bit... Is it...
It's not that thing I've used the pot.
Great.
Aww.
Do I have my character sheet? I don't know. We'll find out in a second, I
Cool.
guess.
Because, I don't, so, I mean, maybe I've lost it.
I mean, cool.
What
I'll definitely take your offer of level 9 spells. That's fine.
That's
I'm
cool.
good with this.
So you can cast level 9 spells. You don't know any, but you can cast them.
No, I'm fine with this.
Alright, welcome, group. Welcome.
Wow.
This
This is amazing.
How are you watching? Yeah. Because I
Oh,
was
wow.
on the phone.
Oh, wow.
Don't you ninja.
I don't know if I've ever had sorrel before. Wow.
Sorrel is pretty good. So,
Oh.
hello, welcome.
Wow, it's lemony.
I'm going to throw you straight into it. We're going to carry on.
Alright.
Oh.
I took it with me.
This
Never
is
mind.
my birthday present from Jacob. I'm going to put it somewhere safe.
It's a plant.
It's a
Welcome,
plant!
Jack.
An obvious plant.
I brought you large ball pens.
Oh, you absolute legend. This is my non-birthday present.
Yeah.
Okay,
I win.
mic on. Mic
These you can
flipped.
Okay.
Can, shouldn't. Edible, not digestible.
I heard some talk of level 9 spells.
Yeah, right. I'm definitely taking this
It is
Do you
meteor
have
swarm
a
and everybody dies. No, it's time stop, which I cast on the chat until you turned up. So,
Okay.
Yeah, we're all there, we're all
we're
there.
on, we're live, we're good,
Back in.
we're running.
Lord Tyndall.
Lord Tyndall's being a boss.
Cracking on.
Lord Darius is Sir Darius is apparently Vinnie Jones. Based
Yeah.
on the voice acting.
I'm so annoyed. I really thought he was going to have like a high squeaky voice.
No, Sir Darius
He's
is.
a lot less scary now. Than
Yeah.
he was now.
It's
That's
true.
correct. Yeah, until then, he could have sounded like anyone. Could have been Helen Mirren. Is there any role she
I'm
can't
up for
play?
Lord Darius playing being played by Helen Mirren.
So,
Oh my god.
the Lady Freya has made her way down 3 or 4 floors of the castle and has closed herself into a room which is used for temporary storage to wait until the coast is clear. She has come face to back with a lady she recognises. What is the name of this lady?
Oh, she's the smart lady from the wedding party.
Sweet.
In character, I was
Oh!
not paying attention to her name.
The Lady Amelia.
That's fine.
Amelia.
But Freya has no idea what her name is.
Yeah.
She is
Big
currently
glasses.
she's knelt over and she's poring through a giant tome which was given to their delegation as a gift. Please take this.
Oh, it's that one.
Take this robe
The
and
history
also
of
this giant book. Yes,
the
it's the
whole
history. It's a chronicle of Galatea,
Mm.
and she's gingerly and carefully going over it. She has not noticed you enter the room.
Oh, bullshit.
Right.
What is your plan?
Can I get a description? Is there a window in the room? Oh, okay. Are we on the ground floor now?
You are now on the ground floor, yes.
Excellent. Is there a window?
There is no window into this room.
Oh, there's a window. Oh.
You had to go in because people were
Yes.
coming past. And the shout, there is now a proper alert. Everyone is rustling. Everyone is alert. The guards are looking for you. And you are, for now, alone in the room.
I'm going to sneak up on the lady.
Okay.
And I'm going to do the classic sneak up movie thing where I just put my hand over her mouth so she's not going to like scream straight away.
Okay.
And I'm going to just say, I didn't want to shock you, but someone is trying to assassinate me. That's why there's all this commotion.
Oh wow.
Would you please lend me your robes?
I need your clothes.
Briefly, so I may get to...
Great.
the
Make me
secret
a
area.
intimidate check, please.
Why are you taking clothes off people in this
8.
castle? You consider you might have a problem.
8. Okay, on an 8, you
It's called a disguise.
Okay. So you walk up to her and you put a hand over her mouth, and she's very surprised by this. And you say, "Please, I don't want to shock you." She turns around and she pushes a hand into your chest. You,
I'm gonna really easily fall over. I'm gonna be like,
You may not have a choice about this depending on what you roll.
that's fine. You really easily do fall over. And would you like to take me 6 points of shocking damage, please?
Oh wow!
As she turns and shocking grasps
She's
you.
an X-Man.
Um,
And
it's when she turns.
react, but you can't.
You have no reaction for now. You fall to the ground and you say, "No, bzzz, I just want your cloak so I can get out. Someone's trying to assassinate me." She pushes her glasses up her face and says, "Assassinate you? How very interesting. There hasn't been an assassination attempt on your family in the last, at least 70 years.
well, would you like to be a part of it? I mean, not like that.
Here's a knife."
Don't change me, sis.
My Lady Freya, she says, realising who you are and what she's just done, 1,000 pardons. Certainly, if you would like to stay here, I will do my level best to
I
protect you.
feel I must go straight away. I know the castle very well. I know there's a hidey hole, but I don't know if I can get through the hallway without being seen. Please, my lady, your cloak.
Certainly. She takes off her cloak. It's stiff and really warm, not made for stealth at all. But she takes it off and hands it to you.
Yeah.
She's shorter than you are, so it's an ill fit.
I will hobble.
That's fine. You put it in. If you are determined to make your way secretly, please. She reaches down and she hands you a coin. She says, "Take this. It's got a symbol on it that you don't understand. You don't understand. You don't recognise the denomination. It's clearly currency, but you don't know where it's from." And she says, "Take this." And she says something in Highbrowter. You speak Highbrowter. Great. She starts chanting in Latin. Effectively, is what it sounds like. And she draws a couple of Browter runes that you recognise. This is Highbrowter, and she marks them out in the air.
Okay.
And she trails them with her finger, and they leave like one of those fireworks stick trails in the air. And she says a word. There. She looks around. I'm quite certain it worked.
Oh, I'm in your debt, my lady.
Certainly, she says to a direction that you're not standing in.
Alright, I'm out of here.
Wow, amazing.
The door opens and it closes. God, I hope I'm doing the right thing.
Here's a hint. You're not.
She is really. I'm the real hero of this story.
It's true.
Also, by the way, I'm dead.
For anyone asks. So then, all right. So you leave and you see Alyssa and Tyndall walking up the corridor towards you.
Oh, they can see you.
Tyndall is saying, you can see them there, two of them walking straight up the corridor towards you. There is, and you've just walked out of the door towards them. You are standing in the middle of the corridor, and Tyndall turns to Alyssa, and he's saying, "Yes, what a tragedy it was. I doubt very much I shall ever love again." In fact, Harold, he clicks his fingers, and the Herald Jacob runs up, and he turns and says, "Harold, I need you to pen an ode immediately. I need you to let it be known across all kingdoms of the love that I had and lost, and that it would surely be impossible for me to ever love again. Surely no father would be so cruel as to make his son marry after undergoing..."
I'm liking the angle he's working. Like,
I love this.
There's no need not to turn this to my advantage.
Sorry?
How close are they to you?
They are as close to you now as Jacob is to you, and they are still walking towards you. And Alyssa is saying, "Listen, my Lord Tyndall, I assure you there has been some
I
misunderstanding."
try and just slide past and just whisper thank you to him as well, and then just continue on my way.
Okay, stealth check.
Oh, amazing.
With advantage?
With advantage.
Leave with
surely.
advantage?
No, because you want to be heard. So,
yeah, that's fair.
what do you get?
11.
11. Okay, 11's still pretty good on a 4. Cool. So he is going to try and roll something different then. He's not great. Okay, so they walk past you, and the Lady Alyssa is still talking to him, saying, I assure you, on my life, she is somewhere in this castle. She is somewhere in this castle. I knew she would. And you, as they walk past you, you say, "Thank you" to Lord Tyndall. And Lord Tyndall kind of stops and says, "You are welcome to search for her, but I am certain you will not find her."
Wow, Captain Subtlety here.
And he presses on.
He is great. I wish I married him now.
Later.
There's still time. Oh,
You
he
can
will,
sweep it away.
he will
You
never
can-
love again.
You can sweep in and sweep him off his feet and off into the mist.
They walk past.
Yeah.
There are still people around, but they have walked right past you.
I'm going to just try to avoid catching people, but they're just pretty.
No, I can't help it.
Pretty
Good life
social rules apply. in this situation.
It's just a rule for life,
You
really.
know, I'm invisible, but
I see a
do-
servant,
like, it
I
would
got a
be-
lick of him. Okay, so you wait. You can't quite shake off your roguey instincts, and there are times when you have to stop and let people go by just because you make noise otherwise, and you don't know how long this is going to last, whatever Lady Amelia has done. You don't know wizard stuff, that's wizard's business.
Yeah.
Troll, it's permanent.
But you make your way with her thick coat on, the coin that she gave you, and everything you managed to secrete on your person before you dived out the window.
Not much.
Not much. You make your way out of the castle.
Cool. I will pretty much just go and try and find my horse, which is
So
somewhere nearby.
your horse is stabled. Oh no, you didn't stable it, did you? You tied up
I
your
think
horse.
because I was being sneaky.
Because you were being
So-
sneaky, that's right. You tied up your horse. Let's see how your horse is. Having been...
However, because she was found, it's probably reasonable that they would have gone out and found said horse and stabled it.
Let's find out. Yes, you have decent stable hands here who have gone out and found your horse. So your horse is brought in. What's the name of your horse?
Hidalgo?
Hidalgo.
Hidalgo.
It's got a large yellow iron
Fit out.
triangle around its front two hooves.
Blue sticker. on its nose.
You walk into the stables. Nobody sees you, and the stable hand. Okay, so the stable hand notices nothing, continues feeding horses, and then stops for a second as your horse whinnies, and he says, "Easy, boy, easy, easy." And then he looks as the reins of the horse untie themselves, and the horse begins to saddle itself, and he backs away, and then he sees in the mud a set of footprints have walked up to the
See, I'm
horse.
being as sneaky as I usually am.
Well, at this point, you're like, "Hey, I'm invisible. Clearly, I don't need to do
Yeah,
anything."
Josh just decided to avoid the dice rolls at this stage and just assumed that you roll ones.
It just saves time.
assumption, yeah.
Saves time. And so he says, "Who's there? Who is it? You can't steal this horse, even if you're dead."
I'm just gonna flip a gold coin at him.
Okay. Out of nowhere, a gold coin hits him. You're attacking me with money? Okay, roll me a persuasion at disadvantage.
What's disadvantage?
You roll twice and pick the worst result.
Oh no. Oh. 10.
10.
Okay, no, sorry. 8.
On a 3, that's still pretty good.
8. Okay. Well, that's what he rolled, so I won't say anything if you don't. And he pockets the gold coin, and then he backs into a corner and watches as you finish saddling your horse, get on, and ride out of the stables. It's not my day today. And you ride out of the castle.
Was that greater Invis?
Sorry?
Was that greater Invis?
I'm not treating it as an attack.
Okay.
You can't attack or cast spells while you have invisibility. And Freya has done neither yet. So it could have been greater invisibility. You don't know. You don't know how powerful the Lady Emilia is. She's got a name.
That's faintly terrifying. She's got levels, guys.
Yeah, she's got hit points.
She really does.
She's just Pikachu in a cloak.
Pikachu. Well, now she's Pikachu out of the cloak.
No, it's a stack of Pikachus. It's a stack of Pikachus in a long coat.
With a big pair
At
of
the town
glasses.
of Hawk. You guys have been there for probably a day, actually, because you knew you were going to meet up with
You're
Lady
need to
Freya.
rest up.
You're needing to rest up. You're all fully healed, fully rested, and you've noticed that there are the townsfolk now going about their regular business. All the kids are telling stories and playing in the playground, being characters of the...
Being the bugbear and the goblins.
Exactly
and...
that. They're telling the story and they're going, no, I want to be Yorg. Okay, I want to be Neve the Druid. Well, I want to be Yorg. And yeah, they're telling this story. And they've already sent off a group of villagers to go and have a chat with the goblins at the shrine. They did that today, this morning. They've gone off, they sent a
I am
group
glad
off.
to hear it.
Yeah.
Is that something we want to get involved with, or are we letting them deal with this now?
No, I think this is something, at least for now, that we can just...
Okay.
Until it all goes
Until it all
wrong.
goes wrong.
And then we'll fix it.
Yeah.
No, they trust you. You've told them that this is okay and that they're not going to get attacked, and they've gone, well, in fact, you offered to go, and they said, all respect, but if we're going to broker a peace with these creatures, then it needs to be us that does it.
Quite right.
And so off they went. And towards the end of the day, the Lady Freya...
Can I have taken a moment inside that day period, or do you want to...
Sure, what do you want? Go.
Mostly I wanted to have a chat with Neve. You're good with symbols and stuff, right?
Yes.
Styling stuff, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me a second. Takes his chainmail off. No, he's not wearing his chainmail, he's in a fucking tab. I'm not that guy. I'm not that I always wear my chainmail.
Sleep in my chamber.
Hang on, we're going to a pub. This song.
Seriously, anybody who's ever tried sleeping in armour, I do not recommend it. Chainmail is a bastard.
All the hairs. Oh.
It's more you end up waking up feeling like somebody has slept on you.
It's really bad. You cramp everywhere.
Like it's better than some, but like chainmail, it's just it's not good. He like almost eyes an apology at you, and then pulls his shirt, and there is a
It's fine.
quit it, quit it you.
It is nothing that Eve has not seen before.
And there is
Yes, it is.
and there is a symbol burned onto very slightly to the left centre of his chest. Burned is probably not the right word. It's just there, and it doesn't. There's no trauma to the best of my knowledge, or is there?
It's a little raised.
Oh, it's a little raised. Okay, but there's no. Okay, cool. This. What is it?
Huh.
Looks like either like really old scar tissue, like childhood trauma that you've grown up around, or maybe a birthmark, something like that. And you, well, if you touch it, you'll see that it feels just like the regular skin. It's just raised. It is in the shape of a. In fact, if you look under under David, you will see the thing next to His nameplate is
the symbol.
little symbol. It's a little chalice.
Do I recognise it?
You rolled me really well before on your Arthurian mythos, so let's assume that you do.
Marks.
This is the symbol of Elaine.
It's a chalice of life.
Correct.
Okay, that wasn't what I was expecting, but alright.
This is does it hurt? How long have you had this?
I'd suppose at this point for all of my life, very strictly speaking, since Skybridge Pass.
I see.
Yeah. This was what I woke up to, aside from other things.
Well, that is very interesting.
You said Elaine?
Yes, this is the mark of the goddess Elaine, who is a goddess of protection and healing.
That's exactly correct.
Marks, there we go.
That explains why it's a lady's voice.
Neve takes a step back.
Right, okay. That's
How exactly did you get this mark?
dying.
Right.
Cool.
Well, that's not my field, actually.
I was a friend of mine before we went into battle. I don't know where they are now. I'm not sure they would have gone south with the rest of the regiment because everybody's bigoted asses down there. So I'm not sure how they'd manage being non-human. But they gave me some talent, and I didn't think much of it at the time. But when I woke up, that was gone, and this was in its place. And for some reason, I wasn't dead when I absolutely positively should have been. Absolutely positively should have been.
Well, sounds to me like you've been blessed, maybe even chosen by Elaine.
Let's not go that far. Maybe. I don't know. I've been having voices in my head and seeing things when I sleep, and it's...
Are these things causing you distress or pain?
Mostly because I didn't know where the heck they were coming from, but no pain as such, but distress certainly. It's not...
And I'd imagine that your interesting glowing powers
She's also got some snark to her, apparently.
Gods tend to.
Really? I've never encountered one before, and...
Well, I don't know quite what to suggest.
Well, there doesn't really seem to be anything to be done about it, but at least I know now, and at least the lady now has a name.
That's something, I suppose.
So... Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna think on that some more.
You're welcome.
The day passes, and towards the evening, in comes riding the Lady Freya.
Hey.
Very visible on a horse, which is also visible. Got to clarify these things. It's D&D.
Yes.
She comes riding
The horse even has the normal number of legs and heads.
on a wyvern. Yes, the Lady Freya comes riding in on Hidalgo.
Lady Freya.
Fidalgo.
Fidalgo,
thank you.
Where did you get that cloak? It's very practical.
It was a gift from...
Do you want to fluff your NPC any harder there?
I mean, would you like it?
Yes!
Alright, here you go.
Across the streams.
I want this cloak. This is such a good cloak.
Okay, you are given a
And it's like so not your style.
Yeah, I can't move in this thing.
well-made...
Yes.
It's like the coat that would be worn by someone very rich who's going to an opera in a cold country.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, it's just not made for stealth.
Well, lady, good to see you back.
Soldier, I'm York. It's good to see you as well.
It only took you twice to remember my name. That's good stuff.
I have a map for us all.
Ah,
Oh, this is
that's a good
marvellous.
start.
And this is ours now. We can actually keep this indefinitely. And I have leave to remain in the north indefinitely as well.
Can I insert
Whenever
that, please?
things need doing, I think we should definitely, hang around.
I'd like to insert the shit out of that drawer.
I'd like you to make me a check then, please.
Well, that was very generous of your sister. Very
Yes, we
generous
turned a new
indeed.
leaf.
Alpha character?
It ticked off with 20.
Maybe.
17 all the same.
Straight deception.
Yeah.
Make me a deception check. Oh yeah. Okay.
Freya's only weakness. Dice rolls.
Anyone who would like to be taking an insight check here? Freya is lying.
Yes, Freya is lying.
Freya is absolutely lying. She's turning up and she's going, and
They told me I could have a pony.
That's fine.
And we've got medals for all of you, but you can't go and get them yet.
You can't do that for the rest of your life. It's fine.
Posthumous
They're really
awards.
real. But I'm not going to question this. We have a map.
York smiles from Ross's eyes.
This is problems of nobles.
Yes.
Marvellous.
This is so far above my pay grade. So far above my pay grade. It's not even funny.
But you have a map,
Yes.
which Freya says, hold on, reaches inside and pulls it out.
With my thieves' tools.
So you got your thieves' tools,
Yeah.
a map, and like 3 knives.
All of the bones in your corset are hollow.
They're knives.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, knowing how much effort goes into making a corset, that sounds like an absolute ball ache.
Yeah. The benefits of being in a fabulous.
And so
rich
Freya
family.
lies in front of you. She rolls out on the tavern where you have decided to sit down and talk about things.
Where else would we go? We're adventurous.
Correct. Into the tavern she pops. Anytime now. There we go. This map.
Hey, lovely. Right, I'm gonna take out the notes that I made about the goblin letter.
Sounds good.
Okay. So
Reread it.
we went. We are here. We went to this well here and cleansed it.
Correct.
The main source is further up this way, if we wanted to go there. This hill was where we found the tomb of Lancelot.
We should totally mark that.
We should totally mark that. I will do that. We do have a pencil.
Amy, I'm just going to say, Amy, as a matter of courtesy, it's totally your map. I'm not putting any marks on
No, that's
that.
fine. That's fine. No one touches this map but me.
Yes,
I'm
we
doing
do.
it. So we got here all the stuff about the ritual. Tears of a King says he was entombed with his axe. We got the axe. Once done.
What was the name again? Tears of a King.
Tears of a King, yes, which was apparently a name in the style of people from the Lake of Tears. Like they have names like that, which is here. This is the Lake of Tears.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a lovely place.
Yeah. No. Once done, follow the hills across the Vale of Nights and rededicate Gawain's temple using the same ritual. So, wait. We will meet you at the something of Elaine at the full wolf moon. Travel carefully through the lowlands. Garlon? Was that what we said it was?
Garlon.
Yeah,
correct.
Garlon is rising. Stay south of the Ellesmere, which is the big river running through the middle, and watch for the Red Fist. They will be on alert. They're over there. The rot is spreading, but our faith will defend us.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Yes.
Also, elves. No, bollocks. I knew I'd had the name somewhere before. They're going to Elaine's temple to shit all over, aren't they?
Yes. Yes.
Eloquently spoken.
Follow the hills.
Follow the hills.
These are hills.
Those are hills. Those are hills going up between this one and the Lake of Tears.
Across the Vale of Night.
And it's
I
south
don't know where the
and
Vale
it's-
of Nights
It's
is.
south of the Ellesmere.
It is south of the Ellesmere. And that
Nearly
would
peaked.
be a
so
reason
then we need to find Gawain's
to...
temple, which one might assume might also be on a hill.
That would be a reason to
At the
be
same
worried about the
time,
Red
Gawain's
Fist.
temple is not at risk because we dealt with a group of individuals who were going to be
That's true.
desecrating it.
It's not at risk, but it'd be quite nice to know where it is.
It would be nice to know where it is, but We need to get to Elaine's temple within a month, and we've got no idea what that is either.
Yeah.
So maybe there might be clues in the other temple.
Maybe.
Well, I'd imagine if we can find the next temple, the line should start to present itself.
No.
Because we've got the hills coming up here. We have got some hills going across this way.
Oh, that's a hill, is it?
So we've got a hill, a
Is that
hill,
not the
and a
start of the
hill.
stream?
Well, yes, this is a hill as well. Hill, 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 and mountains. So this point here, like you've got that line there, or you've got this line there.
Well, if we go this way, then we can deal with the.
We still need to deal with the well
as well.
source, though.
We do
Even if
still
it's
need to
the
deal
wrong
with
way.
well
We can
source.
go
It might be
there,
worth going that way anyway.
Then we're near, and that takes us, if we cross over and go
Mhm.
south of the river,
Yep,
so then we're hopefully going to avoid the Red Fist Orcs,
yep.
and then we can
We won't be
head up the
there.
hills.
See if we can find any more temples, and if we can't find any, we can hopefully charter a boat along the Ellesmere and make our way back to this point here, where we could start searching these hills instead.
Once we go past the Red Fist Orcs, yes. Because we know that
Seems-
Okay.
unless the Temple of... There is some suggestion that possibly it could be that the reason you need to be wary of the Red Fist Orcs is the Temple of Elaine is in the territory of the Red Fist Orcs.
Oh, quite possibly. And anybody who is an enemy of these people is possibly a friend to us, if we can convince them as
Although-
such.
At this point, while you are discussing this, a squirrel comes knocking insistently at the window.
A squirrel.
A literal squirrel
I think that's for you.
comes knocking.
Which druid?
I have a very distinct
It's
impression.
not, it's not anything to do with you, is it?
I don't know.
Of the two of you,
Alright, I'm going to grab a little handful of the complimentary nuts from the table.
Sure.
I'm going to
So
draw
much
my
urine.
bow.
You're going to draw your bow.
Yes.
Okay.
Put that.
There's a scraping of
away.
chairs in the tavern as people see you get up and draw your bow.
It is a squirrel. Calm down. Put it away. I'm going to nudge the window still open and drop the nuts down.
Okay, you drop the nuts down, it ignores them, it
Right.
leaps over them, and it's still a squirrel. It comes and climbs and crawls onto the table where you are. It walks over onto the map, then it steps back away from the map. It looks at Iris, and then it looks at Neve, and then it looks at yours.
It's a spy!
Stop it!
I'm going to attempt to
Stop
shoot
it.
this squirrel.
Stop it!
That is just
It could not be acting in a more suspicious way.
the best thing. Okay, unless anybody does something, you're
yes,
going to
I'm
attempt
going
to
to do something.
shoot. It's about to do its thing. Go. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Yes,
gonna-
no, I'd like to throw a.
Josh, I'm adjacent to it. I give a disadvantage.
I'd like to use shape water to throw her drink into her face.
Okay. Your pushes you to one side, and your your wine splashes up at you. Your shot goes. Please roll me a dice and don't roll a 1.
That's my
You know who you're
skill.
talking to.
Sweet.
Right? You know who you're talking to. Don't do shit like that, Josh.
The shot goes into one of the casks of ale next to the bartender, who turns and looks. A little trickle of ale starts to pour out of it. The squirrel looks at you and says, "Fear not, my lady. I shall."
Oh!
It
This
says,
is not what I was expecting.
it speaks with Tyndall's voice. Hang on, it says, and you can hear
You're
like.
betrothed.
Wait. So for you guys, he delivers this message in one go. For you guys, it sounds like a recording. Like you get a little bit of static in the background. You can hear some
Is a
footsteps.
Is this squirrel
Such
on?
the hand lady Amelia in here.
And so it goes, it says, "Fear not, my lady. I shall keep your secret my whole life. I remain your devoted servant." Sir Tyndall, please, we only have 25 words. Squirrel says that it nods, turns, and leaves.
You're betrothed?
Yes, and we are deeply in love.
I look at the squirrel.
It's running off.
Well, yes. Thank you for preventing me from killing that squirrel soldier.
Wait, I'm confused.
I need another drink.
I think we all do. You're marrying a squirrel?
Well, dramatic there, you know. It wasn't an actual squirrel. I mean, he's a little small, but...
Oh, well, so you've got to kiss the squirrel and then it'll turn into a prince. I've tried that one before. Trust me, it doesn't work.
Wow, you've had a much more interesting life than I gave you credit for.
And he looks down at Hawaiian and says, I didn't, you should.
It wasn't a squirrel, it was... Shut up.
Yeah, so
that was good news. That was a nice message.
one of the great, that went well. One of the young men in the village looks a little down.
I don't care. I'm getting
That's fine. He keeps looking at you occasionally and drinking. That's fine. I know you don't care. Yeah. He's like, oh, betrothed. Okay, cool.
Also,
Wait, is he
out of your league.
Do you say this?
I have no interest in this.
Do you say
Was
this?
that literally your thought process?
Whether he hears
Was
it or not.
literally, I have no interest in this. Wait, is he hot?
Is he hot?
Yeah.
He's a farmhand, so he's buff.
Is it like Gendry?
He's like Gendry, but kind of.
So he's been hitting the face
Yeah,
with
I'm
a
gonna
stick.
He's
go
more
buy a drink.
pixelated. There hasn't been that much detail given to this guy's character yet.
I'll go buy a drink and then I'll go sit next to him and challenge him to an arm wrestle.
Do you know what the strength stat is and what is on your character sheet under that number?
Great. Okay.
This is my seduction technique.
My lady,
But
we
is it
have...
only your single so far?
Yes, we're in a tavern. Relax.
We need to work out where we're going. You know
I'm
what?
just
You go
gonna
and
move
arm
on,
wrestle.
yeah.
You go and arm wrestle,
Okay.
and we will work out.
Oh,
where we're
so
going.
we need to go. We need to go up here to the other well source anyway. Yes, because
Yes.
that needs to be done.
Yes.
We have a month to get to Elaine's temple.
How long did it take us to walk here?
From Hawk to the well, assuming this is an accurate map.
Basically,
Sure.
So this distance is about a day between Galatea and Hawk is about a day.
Well, from the keep to Hawk was about a day, and it was again about a day from Hawk to the well source.
Okay.
So from here to the well source, probably because it's more cross country than anything else.
Well, let me show so that people can see where we're going. There we
Oh,
go.
yeah, there we go.
Because
That's
if
what I need to do.
we can't find what we're looking for up here, maybe I can ask, and she might know where her temple is.
Yes, I'd imagine that would be the case. And certainly travel back by river would be faster once we're up at that point.
Because we still need to do your thing.
How are we going to travel on the river?
Well, I would imagine. I know that the people of the Lake of Tears are a boating people. I will imagine the Ellesmere is a big trade river. There will be ways to get through.
So we need some sort of currency that's acceptable.
Well,
Gold is pretty acceptable wherever you go. In
That's
fairness,
true.
it doesn't really tend to matter whose face is on it.
and in the service of a god, you
Ah,
might find people
sure.
who are willing
Yes.
to take you on.
Where's Skybridge Pass on this map?
I remember that earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And or which of these tribes of orcs will we fighting when I got the shit kicked out of me?
That is a good question.
Okay, so I will show you on the map right now. So Skybridge Pass is up this way. There is a route through these mountains
great.
over this way. Skybridge Pass is somewhere around here,
Yeah, right where we're going.
perhaps. Yeah,
Let's go the other way!
Skybridge Pass is over this way somewhere, and you were fighting the Red Fist Orcs.
Oh, okay.
Is whom you were fighting.
Do I know why we were fighting at Skybridge Pass?
You were told to go there.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So
Ah.
I think it's possible that the Temple of Elaine
We lost.
is the whatever of Elaine's in here.
Well, how badly were we losing at the point I was still conscious?
So this
We know it's going to be south of the Ellesmere.
at Skybridge Pass you got smacked.
Well,
Do you?
Stay south of the Ellesmere and watch for the Red Fist.
we'll meet you at something in the lane.
Yeah, Temple, Shrine, Basket.
Well, you know that the first one is south of the Ellesmere, certainly.
The first one is south of the Ellesmere. Okay.
Gawain.
Well,
Okay.
Lancelot was south of the Ellesmere.
Lancelot was definitely south. We
And
think
Gawain
Gawain
is
is in
south
the
of the
hills,
Ellesmere.
so it says follow the hills.
Sure.
It doesn't say cross the river, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
How badly did you lose? It was tough. It wasn't going extremely well, but when you're a ground soldier, it's very hard to tell that kind of thing.
No, that's fine. Particularly when I die. Does this happen to you often?
There's a little crow.
Yeah.
I think you've got another message,
I'm
my
gonna let
lady.
the crow in. I'm gonna let the crow in.
Okay. You open the window and the crow flies in. Caw, caw, and then it comes and it lands. It lands. So you sit down with a drink and you say, "Hey." The farmer goes, "My lady."
Oh, you don't know what to do with this.
And you sit down and you say, "Hey, so arm wrestle," and he reaches out his arm and there's a caw, caw, and a crow comes and flies and lands on his arm. And he goes, "Oh, oh," and he starts shaking it, and the crow, being shook a little bit, looks at you and it opens its mouth and it says, "Yes, yes, I will, I know, just let me talk. My lady, you have vanished from the keep, and I will bring my retinue to..."
Way to chew through a lady's spell slots there.
I don't know the character limits on these tweets.
Oh, I will never stop stabbing you, Jacob, and they will not find the body.
Yeah, the crow flies up and sits in the rafters.
Right. Well,
Flaps about occasionally for
unless
us to
you're
see.
expecting any more love letters, I think
Love
we should probably
The farmer excuses himself.
prepare ourselves for the journey ahead. We'll need to head up to the main source of this well.
I will say, last time I met these people, it didn't go very well. So,
Something I will have tried to have done in the time that we've had is figure out who are the people who have ranged to the north before in Hawk.
So in Hawk, there are some trappers who go out and come back occasionally. There's some survivally type people who you can find. One of them is the old man who sits in the corner. Always sat in the corner, is smoking a pipe. And then there's another, which is a young lady who's wearing furs that she's mostly made herself.
I'm going to go talk to her.
That's fine. The old man sees you go.
I'm never talking to this guy.
Mystery, stars in his eyes, a wreath of smoke around him.
Neve talked to him. He was part of the Elders Council in the village.
Oh, I did
was,
talk
yeah.
to him.
That's
That's
right.
true. Although not in this setting, so we've not untapped that particular side quest.
No, that's true.
We've only seen him in a cutscene.
You're level 2 now.
Wow, the exclamation point went from hollow out to solid. That's
Okay, so you go and you chat to. There's a lady named Sasha, and she looks. Who you're going to talk to, Iris?
Yes.
Yeah, she turns to you. She's sharpening one of her knives. You see, she's got a bundle of knives which she's rolled out, and she's just got a whetstone and she's just grinding and sharpening her knives in turn.
Sasha.
Greetings.
Sasha?
That's right.
My name's Iris, and I've heard that you're the person to speak to about the north.
Don't know who you heard that from.
The barman.
Mm-hmm.
We plan to go up there. I wondered, could you come and have a look at a map we have and just tell us if there's anything wrong with it?
A map?
Yeah.
Where'd you get a map from?
The Lady Freya.
Certainly.
But in any of your rangings, have you come across anything that looks like anything that looks like this on a larger stone?
Well, the standing stones.
Yes.
There's some around.
Do you think you could maybe mark on the map where you know something?
I'll
Some landmarks?
do my best. Yeah. So she comes over and she has a look at the map, and she looks in at it and goes,
What joker? What cowboy done that?
What? Yeah. Who made this? She's actually impressed. It's a pretty, as far as she can tell, it's fairly accurate. She tells you that she's She's ranged all through these woods, so she knows them quite well. She's gone this way. She's made it. She boasts that she's almost made it to Krassos before, but she didn't. She saw no need to go beyond these mountains because why would you? She's seen both the Blacktooth and Redfist Orc tribes, and she says that there is a black stone in the forest that you knew about.
Yep.
That's fine, but she tells you that there was one there. She tells you that there is another one in this little island here. And, sorry, wrong one. In this island here, there is another one that she knows about. And let's see how good her knowledge is. Hit me with your knowledge sticks. It's pretty good. She's fairly certain that there would be another, so you got one there, that there will be another in the Lake of Tears itself, although she stresses to you that she has never been to the Lake of Tears, because wouldn't go there, dangerous.
What's dangerous about it?
That's the lizard folk. Don't take kindly to humans.
How about elves?
She looks at you. Haven't seen no elves around there.
Okay. Is there any trade with the lizard folk?
Mayhap some.
What do they need? What are they?
Mostly self-sufficient. Deal with themselves.
So curios and trinkets and.
That sort, I suppose. Don't do much ale.
Do they like ale?
Don't know. I'm not a lizard folk.
I like her.
What are you looking for in particular?
Any ruins? Any old buildings that are maybe long abandoned? So maybe anywhere in the region of these hills. I know you haven't been to Lake of Tears, but you've seen presumably on top of this hill.
Oh, the old tombs.
Yes.
Yeah, they continue upwards. And she comes and she says, she shows you. Certain there's one there.
Yep, drawn that one
Yeah,
off.
that's cool. And she says that there is another one that she knows that is there.
Ah.
And she's pretty sure that from this hill she's seen another, but she's not sure where she saw it.
Okay.
Also on top of the hill.
Interesting.
So it's possible that that's the blah 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 of a
Yeah.
lane. Okay. Thank you. Is there anything that we might be able to do for you in return for your kindness?
Nope.
The Lady Freya has some knives.
I've got knives.
Give away another person's knives?
Oh yes, thank you. I'll have all her knives. That'd be
From
great.
across the bar.
Some sort of trade. You could have them.
You want to buy a rabbit?
Yes.
I'll buy a rabbit off her.
Great. She'll sell you a rabbit.
Amazing. Yes, we'll have some. We'll pack them up.
She's very happy to do so. And she's eyeing up that crow that's in the rafters.
Crow doesn't taste very nice.
Is anybody going to eat that?
Okay. Oh, that's good. So, and visibility is probably about, what, 20, 30, maybe as much 40 miles on top of a hill?
Something like that.
So there's probably another one somewhere in this-ish
Mm.
area. And possibly, if it's on that hill, maybe it's on that hill?
It would make sense if they said follow the hills.
What time of day is it?
What time of day is it? Well, you're probably going to stay. Freya arrived late in the evening, so you'll stay the
Okay,
night.
right, okay, yeah,
that's
we'll
fine.
stay the night. We're not
You'll head off in the morning. That's okay.
Sounds good.
I hadn't even noticed that as a line of hills.
Mm. Yeah, because we've got
Oh, wait.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it could be the
And
hills
you've
we need to
got-
follow. In the wrong direction and follow those hills. Okay.
Well,
Well, that's, yay, information. We've made
No,
your sister's
no,
map better.
No. How much
Are you
we
still
have
in the
to
tavern?
again?
I'm going to rush over to you two.
Yeah.
It was a warning. We must leave.
What?
We must leave.
There's some sort of code.
My
Fancy, please.
Oh.
It was a warning. We must leave.
my betrothed is coming here with his retinue, but his retinue do not believe I'm alive. This does not make a lot of sense
No!
unless he is warning us.
It's resting. You don't have any more second level spells.
We must.
Now?
Wherever
Right
we are
now?
going, we must set off. We can.
Right.
We can camp.
Apparently we don't need them.
So,
Okay, so there are two sets of hills. One runs here. I'll show you this map.
At the end of the day, we need to go up here to get to the road.
We need to go there
the
first.
source. We need to deal with that. The fact that this is another line of hills and such like that, and might be where we need to go, is an aside point where we need to go up here, and the thing might need to be up here. Where did she mark the? Did she say there was a ruin on these hills?
No,
No,
ruin
that-
here
that
and a
hill,
ruin
that
here.
Ruin here and a ruin
And
here.
she's seen another one from that hill, which may well be on that.
I agree with York.
As much as I do not want to go up here, because last time I went up here it didn't go very well, we still need to go and do it.
Yes, I agree. We will go to the Tooth Orcs.
For the black tooth.
Yes.
It's literally written right there. We'll go to these orcs.
Sure.
Yes, my lady.
There are dwarves up here. Look how far away the dwarves
Yes,
are.
we're going to visit the dwarves, everyone.
Through the Blacktooth Orcs to the dwarves.
Yes.
oh,
Cool.
right, and we must go right now.
Yes.
Okay, it's quite late at night.
Can't.
I mean, it's not that late. It's only probably 9:30, 10 in the evening, but it's dark.
We've had a day of rest. We can do it if needs be. Like,
Sure.
I mean, as long as we're not here, and this dastardly retinue.
let's.
Could we not just?
I mean,
Possibly-
just a half mile into the woods is fine. We can camp.
My lady, what if you?
Lady of the woods.
I need my random
What if
conversation.
What if you were to
Any
go
random
and camp in the
conversation.
woods?
Yes.
We could stay in the town and keep an eye out for the retinue. Should they arrive, we will misdirect them.
York gives you the side eye list of side eyes with that comment.
That is a good plan.
No.
Let's go send the rogue into the woods.
In the nicest
And
possible
you should
way.
also tell my betrothed that I miss him dearly.
Even though you're dead.
Well, you know.
Neve Freya in the nicest possible way. That's an awful idea. Separating the group of us overnight in northern
Hostile
territory close to the border is
You're
about...
right, soldier. You should come guard me.
Sure.
Great. Then we'll
Also,
stay.
we'll
stay
We'll stay
and
warm and
sleep
safe in the
beds,
cabin.
and
Yeah.
have a nice breakfast.
Yes.
And then we'll meet you.
We'll meet you in the forest
Indeed.
tomorrow.
I'm sure you'll be able to find us.
A guy can go off. A guy can go off people, you know.
Cool.
We'll bring you something nice.
Thank
Thank you, viewers. Welcome to Split the Party. You guys are knobs. Okay, so
Although,
Don't look at me.
No,
Why are you
we're
trying
good.
to help?
sorry.
speaking of, it might be worth having a quick break for foods and stuffs.
Break for food. Okay, if we take a break now, then we can have a much longer session afterwards. So we'll do that.
I'm
Because
up
people
for
just arrived. Sweet. All right, so we are going to take a quick break, and then now that the party are finally after too long, they're all back together, and I have all my PCs. They're going to fucking split up again. So we are in a short break.
being this character, it's great.
Has anyone not tried to?
Oh, yeah, you should try
Also,
this.
it's a
Josh, you
weird-
should definitely try some of
I
this.
have tried to roll. It's amazing. I really
I'll
will.
give half to Zoe.
Oh, well, maybe, 10%.
Do you want to eat this leaf that this random guy?
No, please, I ain't no druid. Yes, if you guys want to decide if you're actually going to split, that's fine.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
It's like
It's
lemon.
got a really nice picture to it.
Yes,
I'm definitely
it's
coming
the
down.
most
to Josh.
delicious vegetable.
Okay, cool. Yes, if you guys want to work out what exactly your plan is for heading on, and the kind of things that you're worried about, and the kind of entertain chat for me.
Yeah, we will. There'll be a little bit of sorrel talk.
That's fine.
Tennis tells me about. So those are seedlings.
Yeah.
So we planted them a couple of weeks ago. Loads of them sprouted off them because they're like 2 years old seeds. So I don't know. If you plant them, they will come up year after year after year after year.
Imagine.
It's basically a weed, but it's a delicious, delicious weed. Not that kind of weed, chap. Yeah. And yeah, they don't need much care. Snails love them, so.
Okay. That's amazing.
But
Thank you
then
so much.
I
I'll enjoy my sorrel.
But yes, okay.
Much as I am loath to split the party, I also think it's hilarious.
Yes.
I think we can.
Let's all go and
quite
sleep in the woods.
quickly
Why
anyway.
don't you go and sleep in the woods?
I think it'll just be like a conversation between you two and the revenue, and then we can just move on.
Mm.
I doubt it'll be that. I expect I'll get here in time.
I mean, the other option is we could, like, hide you somewhere. You are a rogue.
I am a rogue.
We
I'm a
can hide
master
you.
of disguise.
We could hide you in the tavern.
Although,
In the bedroom
think-
of
I
that
think
handsome young lad. who
recently
was in-
your
That's a great
mastery of disguise has amounted to whose cloak can I put on?
Yeah.
That's the basics, isn't it?
I'm not just
I'm
happy
going to
with
go as
that.
long as possible before defining what my actual disguise is in my thieves' toolkit.
Yeah,
we've
just follow
established, we've established
everything
there's a very bad moustache in there.
So we're going to cleanse the river.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to go up to that well source there.
Keep an eye out for
And
tombs.
power
Possibly,
back
well-
straight through Red Fist territory to get to that tomb on the top of the hill. Hmm? Yeah, go for a little holiday while the rest of the world burns.
What's burning? We've got a month.
Yeah, but I don't know how to scale that map is. I have no idea.
And how long are months in this land?
Yes, months are in fact 2 days. They're already there.
That'd be useless.
Mm.
So what you'd have 160 odd months in the year.
Yeah, but then like you'd also potentially like
More.
maybe
Maths.
your week would be 40 days. So it's just a name. I'm just arguing for arguing's sake.
You are. Okay, so our plan is go to the water.
Yeah.
Stay to the south of the river to avoid the Red Fist Orcs.
No,
Do you reckon
stay
there's
to the
be
south of the
anything
river
shiny?
to avoid the plague.
Oh yeah, the
That's
rock.
what they were saying.
No, there's
Faith versus rock
literally the
is
Red
usually
Fist
a fairly
Orcs run to the
one-sided.
north of that river.
Oh, I see. To the south of the little river. Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
How
Because
is
then,
the
even
plague
if
on
we
the
run
north
into
of
them, yeah, the plague is north of the Ellesmere in the Grey Eye Orcs territory.
Oh, I
Is that why they have grey eyes?
Oh, okay, yeah. No, they just
No. And I'd imagine that there is every chance that by the time we get there, there may not be any more Grey Eyes Orcs. We may get
So
there.
that map you drew will be accurate.
You've had a premonition of the future.
Including some like tectonic plate movements.
Yeah, your rivers were very interesting.
Okay, well we've located at least one other tomb, one other standing stone.
I also hope that we go to the Lake of Tears just because, like, in another campaign also set in this world, I did a kick-ass map of the Lake of Tears. And there's some really good stuff there. And they're lizard folk as well, which is super cool.
Are they like the lizard men from Warhammer? Because those are the only lizard men I know. Or the lizard men from Oblivion.
Don't know.
Is Freya secretly Charizard?
Charizard would not reasonably die in a fire though. Charizard, like Freya is some Pokemon which almost kills itself.
Which almost, Magikarp? No. What have we got from
Oh, and
chat?
Freya is Electrode.
Freya is Electrode.
Yeah, but fire. Fiery version.
Zoroark with the disguises you're putting on.
So you're like Flamorion.
Memorial?
What does Eevee turn into?
Flareon.
Flareon! I was nearly there. There will be a Pokemon called Flamorion soon. It'll happen.
They're running out of words. So.
It's like
Go
over
random
1,000
letters.
of them
Have
now,
you
yeah.
seen they're going to do like British themed ones?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, people were coming up with joke versions. Like you have like a little police hat which is called Hello, and then the evolution is Hello Hello, and then the final one is Hello Hello Hello. Anyone else here excited for Detective Pikachu?
I'm excited for Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu. And I am truly horrified by Sonic.
Yes, although they're going to change this apparently.
Because they just go, okay, so we're just going to change the sprite and then go, apply to all scenes, and it does it.
Which
It's
is
not
kind
hard.
of well, you say it's not hard.
It's not hard.
There is a lot of work that goes into that.
Yeah, but all the work's been done. They're just changing, like, basically...
In theory. It's never that easy. Have you ever tried to do anything on a computer where it's like, it'll take 5 minutes, and then 3 hours later you're like, why is it not working?
Picnic? Yeah, Picnic, isn't it, Cran? Problem in chair, not in computer.
That's fun. Oh.
I'm just hyped for Star Wars. Forever.
Just I haven't seen Star Wars 8 with the lactation. I heard there's lactation.
There is lactation.
There
You
is.
haven't seen this yet?
No.
Blue lactation.
7 was fine, and then 8 came out, and I was like, Kylo Ren, do I really need more Kylo Ren in my life?
You do. Like, you'd be surprised. You really do. I like him and Ray have some really like emotionally interesting scenes. The likes of which we've not really seen in Star Wars before. It's like interesting camera angles and fun bits and pieces. Yeah, it's really interesting.
But then lactation.
Yeah, the lactation.
Because
But like, yeah, like I think really, this one was very much in a lot of ways a very character-driven piece. I like it's got the big action set pieces, but the bits in between are moving and
Which is what the second one was. The second prequel was trying to do. It's like, this is a character movie with some cool scenes and like And I kind of, maybe that's why I haven't seen 8. Because like Anakin was annoying. Kylo Ren is annoying.
It's worth watching it for kind of the performances across the board. I think everybody just like Carrie Fisher is just
Rip.
and Laura Dern, I think that's her name.
The rebel
Yeah.
captain.
Is great.
Wait. Sorry. Luke drinks blue milk from a bird's tit.
Yeah.
Can I point out the biological problems with that?
Well, you can, but Star Wars would just laugh at
Is
you.
it a bird or is it?
Well,
some
I think it's
sort
more like a
of
platypus.
donkey?
And platypi are really interesting because they produce their own milk and their own eggs, so
But
they are the
they
only
don't have
creature that can
nipples.
make their own custard.
They don't have nipples though.
What?
They secrete it.
Yeah. They lick.
This is how weird platypuses are.
Oh my god, this is so cool. Platypuses are the best. Platypuses is like the miscellaneous category of all individual animal parts.
I actually have a theory about Star Wars. This is I enjoy tinfoil hat theories occasionally. So mine is Rey is Luke. Like they are the same person.
But like through timelines.
Like, and maybe
is that what you
maybe
think that was?
maybe they're also Yoda.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
It's okay, can't tell. This is my incredulous face.
Yoda and Luke are
Yeah.
the only people who, when they die, spoilers, sorry, they just fade away. They're the only people. And there's no witnesses except Luke sees Yoda dying. That's it.
What about Ben Kenobi? I know he got hit by a lightsaber, but he did just disappear into nothing.
He disappeared, but he didn't fade away. And who saw Obi-Wan die? Luke.
Yes.
Luke is the only witness of this.
No, Darth
kind of
Vader
crime.
saw it as well.
Anakin.
Anakin saw it.
Maybe.
It's all a big allegory for the
But anyway, for my Rey Luke thing, no character sees them together. And Rey kind of has the exact Luke's same story. Like if Luke just wanted to fade away into nothing,
That's
and
just
go
lazy
live his
script
own life.
writing.
Wait. Get to the end of the theory first.
And we know from episode 8 that Luke can project himself across the galaxy. He can do super good illusions. Why can't he just make an illusion around his own body? And also he's schizophrenic.
He is?
Like he actually thinks he's Rey. And this
Multiple
journey
personality
of
disorder rather than
Rey
schizophrenia.
going and discovering Luke is him rediscovering his drive to do good.
Okay. So basically, Yoda
Got some water?
That would explain how the first time that Ray picks up her iPad, she's amazing. The first time she tries to use it, it's like force controlling.
Yeah, amazing.
That does. There are some things that
She lifts a bunch of rocks, which is exactly what Yoda taught Luke how to do.
No, he didn't. Luke failed at lifting rocks.
Well, he's trying to teach Luke.
There we go. So you're saying Yoda is a time-traveling vampire?
Not time traveling. He's just schizophrenic. And whenever he takes on a new personality, he hallucinates his previous one around him. No one sees Luke and Yoda together because Luke is Yoda. And also, there's no such thing as a force ghost. Luke is the only person who sees force ghosts.
Is that true?
I reminded it.
No, Yoda
There's a lot of
has been
characters.
communicating with Qui-Gon Jinn.
What?
Yoda is Luke.
At the end of the third movie,
And
he says to Obi-Wan Kenobi, I've been talking to Qui-Gon, I've got some homework for you.
we're back.
Words to that effect.
Yeah, no, that happens. Sorry. Greetings and
I'm
salutations.
saying Yoda is a time-traveling vampire. Okay, cool. That's the conversation I've
We
walked
started
down.
with Sorrel, we ended up with Yoda as a time-travelling vampire.
I can see the link.
Yeah.
Is
That was great.
There is a public Fanta, indeed. There we go. And there is a non-public Fanta as well.
GM's prerogative.
100%. Okay.
Okay, so in terms of a plan, we said we want to come along across the river, probably here,
Yep.
south of the Cleanswell, and then come on this side of the river so that we're not walking through the Redfist Orc territory.
I'm really up for that.
That seems like a plan.
Means even if they spot us, there's a river between us if they decide that they want to be unfriendly.
Great.
Go up to the river source, maybe have a peek over the mountains, have a look at the Lake of Tears.
See what's going on
go
over
on a
that way.
holiday and
I'm just going to say, if
Potentially keep an eye out for tombs on hills.
if they see what looks to be a Bradford soldier, it's only a matter of when they decide to be unfriendly rather than if. And there's not really a lot I can do to not look like a Bradford soldier.
So, yeah, you like, if someone was to draw you a picture of a Browser soldier, they'd draw
It
you
would be
someone
York.
that looked like York.
yeah.
Cool. So,
Does that pass uncritically?
what, are you guys, you're splitting and going into the woods, right?
Well,
Yeah.
the
Yes,
other option
apparently
is
so.
that Freya could hide herself in a bedroom.
Of a handsome young man.
And we said to walk out to the woods.
And you said walk out to the woods?
And we said Freya walked out to the woods alone.
Yeah,
Well,
we
it's-
distract her.
I honestly don't mind. You guys need to decide which it is. Because effectively, you guys are sleeping in a bed. Tell me what the plan is.
Floor with everybody
Yeah, I'll
else.
do that.
Alright.
I'm going to attempt to find the
You're going to attempt to
Gendry
seduce.
looking farm
You're going
boy.
to find Gendry and
You're going
spend the
to
night
attempt to
with him.
seduce an entity.
Yes.
Okay.
I just need somewhere to sleep really, that's all I'm interested in.
You probably might need to make that clear to him.
So you're going to try and seduce a Gendry.
Yeah.
Okay, his name's not Gendry, but that's fine. Shush, Gendry. My name's not Shush. Gendry.
Wear this bag.
Okay, that's mean, but there we go.
Are you quite alright there?
I am very alright. I needed.
You do
Getting
know
more
who
horrible
this is,
things
right?
to do,
It depended on the direction that you went. I needed different stuff.
Ah, cool.
So
Well, it's probably not tree blights.
you find the handsome young farm boy. My lady.
What's your name?
My name is Ash.
Hi Ash. Nice to meet you. I go hand over the beer. Where did I find him?
Where did you find him? He was outside,
Alright.
failing to roll a cigarette.
Easy.
Easy. Poor boy, he does not know what comes for him.
Fine night this is. Come on, Ash. Come on, Ash.
I saw you glancing at me in there.
I didn't mean to cause no offence.
That's okay, Ash.
There's no.
You live close to him.
Yes. That's my house.
That one right there. Oh, it looks nice.
It's a peasant hut. It's not horrible, it's just a peasant hut. Would you like to see it?
Oh, this guy's a smooth operator. You're in trouble here, Gray. You really are.
Okay, you can't quite believe. In fact, he's certain nothing's going to happen. But it's fine. Nothing's going to happen. But that's all right. And he leads you over to his house. Dum dum dum. He knocks on the door.
Oh.
Mother. The door is opened by a no-nonsense.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Maybe you're the one in trouble here.
All right, Ash, my lady. She curtsies as best she can. She's got a filthy apron and her hands are. Yeah, she's got a filthy apron on and her hands are covered in blood.
So the real question is, are you going to ditch Ash and go for her?
It's not the best first impression.
My lady, she wipes her
Oh,
hands.
don't worry about any of this. Your son has kindly offered me a place to stay for the night. I hope that's all right.
I have. You have.
Yes, you did, didn't you?
What? He looks to his mother for kind of permission. You are more than welcome, she says. We shall have Ash's bed, and he shall take the floor. And yeah, she lets you in. It's a crudely appointed peasant hovel. The furnishings are really sturdy and quite well made, but well made by people who care about function, not form. And she is in the middle of butchering something. You don't know, that's wizard's business.
It's also gross.
Some kind of food being prepared. You stay the night. She offers you eventually some soup.
Oh, soup. Oh, I'll try to do this.
It's not bad, it's just really simple. There's no spices in it. This is fuel, not nothing more. It is awkward. You're sat with Ash, and he goes and lights a couple of candles. He says, "So, tell me of your castle. Tell me
Have you seen a castle?
I've seen it when we take things down to market, but I've never been inside."
Oh, it's fairly normal inside. It's just like a big house. Except everything's a bit cold.
I imagine you'd have servants there to light fires and warm you up.
Yeah, they're really annoying.
I have a pack of cards.
Do you know poker?
You're about to get.
Please.
Okay, no, he does not know poker. You teach him the game and then take all his money from him. He's very happy to. He's keen to play and very bad at it. The night.
Right.
Cool.
The night passes. You guys stay in the tavern. You have a much nicer time of it.
Yeah.
I'd like to find a game of cards in my own, if that's alright.
Yeah, there's people playing.
I think I do
Oh.
actually have proficiency in this.
And I want to ask, or did we already do this, about the flame-headed gentleman?
No, we haven't.
Yes, I would like to ask in the tavern
Yep.
if anybody has seen or heard tell, so I particularly want to find that halfling, of a flame-headed gentleman. Dwarf.
Okay, no one in the tavern has heard tell of a flame-headed dwarf. You managed to find, in fact, the game that is going, there are some Dragonborn who are playing dice.
Dice on my game. Fuck it, let's go.
Okay, you sit. They're really good.
Sure.
Um,
I'm not betting hard, and I'm not getting drunk because I know how this works.
yeah, that's fine.
But I am happy to use some software.
Oh, you ain't noble. You're a soldier. They're very happy to see you come and sit down with your coin. That's fine. So you lose a bit of coin to them, stimulate the local economy some, and they're pretty happy. But otherwise, the night passes relatively eventfully.
You should have Freya's bed tonight.
Me? Why?
Good night's rest.
I am an old woman and I have lived a long and happy life. I can sleep on the floor. You go and get a good night's rest. You've had goodness knows what magic pouring through you.
Go and rest your bones.
Look, if either of you don't take it, I will because I'm not too proud to turn up a soft bed for the night.
Go!
Okay.
It's yours.
York takes the soft bed. You two sleep on the floor,
Nobody's
and
happy.
everything is terrible now, says Iris. Yeah, you all have a somewhat grumpy night, except for Neve, who doesn't care.
And me, because I'm
And yours like, I'm in a soft bed. Worth losing that money at dice now. Yes, the night passes.
Does a retinue arrive in the morning?
Depends when we leave.
In the morning,
Oh my god, it's Jacob the minstrel.
in the morning, there is a knocking on the tavern door. In fact, there is not a knocking on the tavern door. There is a knocking
Oh
on
no.
the door where you are, and the door of your hovel.
Have you checked yourself for tracking chips?
She was given one.
I have her cloak.
Correct.
Oh.
No, it's the coin.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's the coin. It's the coin.
Don't tell me this. I'm in character.
Yeah, no, it's fine. See, you should have lost it too.
I'm gonna have a sneak a peek out the window.
Okay, you get up and sneak a peek out of the window. You see there is Lord Tyndall,
Okay.
dressed in travelling clothes, which are just so nicely made. This guy really cares about how he looks. His beard is, he's changed the styling of it a little bit. And
This
he
is
has-
his morning beard.
This is his morning beard. He has cropped it much shorter.
Morning as in time of the day or morning as in...
As in sad.
MOUR. He has cropped it shorter and he's chopped some of his hair off.
This is how much you mean to him.
And,
This is
well,
how
no,
much not getting
there
married
is Sir
means to
Tyndall.
him.
Sorry, Lord Tyndall and Sir Darius stood right behind him. And next to Lord Tyndall is the Lady Amelia.
I love how this is suddenly getting worse and worse from your perspective. It's like, oh, Lord Tyndall. No, see, oh, Lord Sir Darius. It's
And
like,
behind them, approaching through the woods, is a small party of... in fact, no, that is not happening yet. Yeah, that's what's happened.
Okay. I don't want to talk to Darius. But I do want to
But
talk
you
to
just peeked out the
Tyndall.
window, and Lord Tyndall turns and says, "My lady!"
My betrothed. To enter. Just you, though.
Okay, at this point, Ash and his mother have appeared. His mother is in a kind of like a night sack. And yeah, it's like rough. It's not particularly nice. And she turns up and she says, "I'm certain it would be better to conduct this conversation outside." And she opens the door and basically pushes you out of her house.
Oh, can I give
Please
her a
speak to your betrothed. She pushes you out. She closes the door and you hear coming from inside the house. Sorry, Mum.
Poor Ash. Good morning.
My darling, you look fabulous as ever. Have servants spent hours draping your hair into this intricate pattern?
No, I did it all myself, actually.
What artistry?
Is
What Chris?
am I right to be awake and packing a pipe, just leaning up against the front of the tavern watching this with some of
That's
these-
fine. Clong, clong, clong. So Darius comes forward and he says, he leans in, he speaks to you, he says, "I'm glad you're awake, and I'm glad you're alive. Now you can come back to Krassos with us."
Yes, it's very good to see you too, Darius. I'm glad you're here to protect my beloved.
Yes, I heard there was a, says the Lady Amelia, pushing her glasses up her face, I heard there was an assassination attempt on your life, and well, I'm frightfully pleased that we managed to get you out of the castle in safety.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't cleared that up with your Lord Tyndall here. No, they do.
Oh, we've spoken about it. Yeah, yes, we have. But the Lady Amelia here is a faithful servant, someone I want by my side, he says, Lord Darius.
Well, honestly, yes, there was an assassination attempt on my life, my lady. And I was so scared, I just jumped out the window.
Nice trick, said Sir Darius.
Thank you, Darius.
Won't be necessary now I'm here.
Thank you, Darius, for your concern.
Stick with me, and a painful death is the very last thing that will happen to you.
Oh wow! This guy has a level of intellect I wouldn't have credited him with. I'm making sure these two are awake.
Okay, you go wake them up. That's fine.
Thank you, Darius.
What?
But until we have
Regrettably,
tracked
because of
down
right for the
this...
Lady Freya.
Oh, good. Let's
I'm
go
gonna
and
go
distract
back to the
them.
No, they're really here.
Oh, no.
And until we've identified the assassin, surely it's better for me to remain...
Where the assassination attempt took place, don't think so. I'm under fairly specific orders. And he reaches for you, and Lord Tyndall says, "Oh no, Cenarius, I am quite certain that the Lady Freya will accompany us of her own free will."
Would you like to accompany me?
You will accompany us, of course, to Krassos, where the wedding must take place. He looks at you.
Yes, but would you like to?
Insight check, please.
Lady Amelia is there, isn't she?
She is. She's had a full night's sleep.
Oh no, Lady Amelia, not her sister.
No.
Ah.
Sorry, the Lady Amelia, not the Lady
Oh,
Elizabeth.
yeah.
They
You
are.
may not
Listen.
know the Lady Amelia.
You have not met her.
No. That makes things a shitload easier for me because there's not a conflict of interest in my command chain.
That's true.
10.
A 10? This guy does not want to... he's got conflicting interests, and he's looking at you, he's kind of pleading. He's like, can we just go to Krassos, please? Everything will be much easier.
No, I don't.
Yorg is not.
You say I don't think so.
Yorg is not
Yeah,
really
okay.
stealthy about being out the front of the tower, by the way.
So Darius reaches down and grabs you.
I'm going to stab him.
Okay, please
I've had enough of this Darius.
roll
down.
me an attack.
I think
You just started a
18
war?
plus whatever, but 18 base.
Vinnie Jones, you are going to
18
be a
plus
two-episode
whatever.
wonder.
That's frustrating. You really hit him. He's, like I said, clonk, clonk. He's in full plate mail.
And you come up under the armpit.
Yeah, he picks you up and you shank him with a knife that you draw with crazy speed. You're like, bam! There was no knife in your hand, and suddenly there is. How much damage do you do 10, please?
You should use your free
Would
action
you
to
get
disengage
sneak
after you
attack?
do this.
Can you
No.
disengage if you're held?
Well, as Josh doesn't roll a grapple check, yes.
Ah.
Oh,
I did roll a grapple.
oh, okay.
That was the pick her up.
5.
5 points of damage. Okay.
Oh.
He takes 2 points of damage and he doesn't like it very much.
And I'm going to dash
Well,
past him.
you might not be
Right.
able to.
So you
I'm going to try to.
Yeah, you absolutely attempt to do that, but his grip, you stab him, and anyone else would have just let go in pain. You see, actually, you feel a level of extreme discomfort that's probably going to cause bruising as his grip on your arms, he's grabbed you by the shoulders, intensifies.
Ooh.
And
Oh wait, has you got the feet that goes in DR?
Yeah.
No! Hoisted by my own petard!
and he says, "Let me please help you onto your horse, my lady." He hasn't commented on the fact that you've stabbed him. He picks you up.
Jesus Christ.
That's fine, we're going to have initiative in a second. Yeah, he picks you up, like, bodily, and he puts you onto a horse. Like, so you are lying like a saddlebag over the horse at the moment. He just, bam, put you down onto it. At this point, it's initiative from everybody, please.
Hell yeah, it is. We just come running out into the street.
That's fine.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Yorg. Yorg is currently buffering.
Get off the ground, guys.
I got 20 of that count. I imagine I'm out of that.
6.
6, okay, so
9.
Oh wow, we did well.
needs on 6.
Dex.
What's your initiative, please?
Well, it doesn't matter because you're on natural 20. Mine's 4.
York's on 4. Natural 20 is pretty good.
Natural 20 is
Freya on loads.
Iris on 9.
Iris on 9. Let's see what everybody else gets. So, I should have pre-rolled these. Did last session, didn't this session.
I didn't know we were going to get into an encounter with these people.
Well, it's possible you didn't.
Exactly.
We could have gone and captured
You're
one.
gonna
Oh
roll
no,
bad
that would
for
have been
us.
really bad.
I'm really trying. I'm getting a lot of bad on this dice.
Okay.
Have you not been using the tiny whip I gave you?
Tiny whip.
Yeah, you train them.
Okay, so the first person to act, Freya, you are the first person to act. You've been slammed on a horse, and Darius is
On the
reaching.
horse.
Darius
I'm
is
gonna
reaching for rope.
I'm going to try and get the horse to kick Darius. I'm a horse rider.
Oh, sweet!
That's
I really like animal handling, please.
Oh, God. What am I adding to that?
That's pretty good.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Oh, wisdom.
Oh,
Yes, what's
15.
15. Okay, so you've been slammed onto the horse, and you reach around and, you reach around and punch the horse somewhere unpleasant,
Yeah.
and the horse lashes out at Darius, who is. Let's see how bad it is. Sorry,
Horses really hurt.
they really do. They hit quite hard. And this one.
Weaponized horse.
Okay, so. Yeah, this one scuffs Darius, and you see that he dropped the rope he was going for and stepped back just in time to avoid the worst of the blow, but it does knock him onto his back into the mud. You are straddled over a horse, but it is Darius up. You are, coming action, yeah.
Does dash mean I can get the horse to start moving away?
No, the horse is taken to action.
Oh, okay. I'm going to jump off the horse into the other side from where Darius is.
Okay, so you hobble off the horse.
Yeah.
And you still have a whole move action if you want to try and run away.
York is not being subtle about where he is.
Am I?
Let me
do I
draw
have a straight
Yes, please.
path
Yes.
to York?
Right. There is the big tavern is there. That is where the big tavern is. Here are the doors to the big tavern. There is the peasant's hut is there.
Wow, it's really small.
Yeah, it's not very well. It's pretty bit. Yeah, it's pretty a bit that does that better. Yeah, but that's the peasant's building, and I have models for these people, which is useful. Yeah. So this is Darius. Hi. Yeah. So there's Darius. There is the horse he has attempted to stick you onto. There is Lord Tyndall.
Hey.
And the
Lady Amelia?
Lady Amelia is somewhere, and I have not got any decent model for her. I'll get one in a second. But the Lady Amelia is there. Please place yourselves on the map where you are.
I have done so.
That's really poor planning. You have to have a Lady Amelia model. How annoying. Right. Has everyone put themselves on the map somewhere?
Yep.
Yes.
So, well, this is, for now, the Lady Amelia. It's not at all what she looks like, but that's what we got.
Cool.
Maybe she's just shocked.
Okay, I know I'm very small on the screen. It's because cameras went wrong before we started. That's fine. This is just what we're going to be for this. So, it is Sir Darius who has been.
Oh, wait, I've got to move.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna-
You're going to run over to the tavern. Good choice. Okay, so Darius picks himself up, which is half your move to get back up, and he's going to go. Yeah, he hasn't seen any of you guys before.
Nope.
He's only met the Lady Freya, so he's going to walk and go 1, no, 2. That's fine.
He's been 5 foot without.
Yeah, but he's not 5-footing.
Oh yeah.
He is assuming there are no attacks of opportunity.
That is correct.
I want to trip him more than anything else. I want to stick my boot out as he passes.
That's fine.
Because he hasn't done anything aggressive towards me yet, and I just want to
Sweet.
see if we can.
You can absolutely attempt to trip somebody. Take me an acrobatics check to do so. Or
Athletics?
athletics.
I'd much rather make
that's
some
fine.
athletics.
It's athletics versus acrobatics. What it is.
That would be 25.
Do you beat a 1?
Shit, hang on. Carry the 5.
Bam! For the second time in as many, almost as many seconds, Darius is like up, and he comes running after you. Ka-chung, ka-chung, ka- bam! He lands heavily, and you hear a crunch of armor, which is, he's and in the mud again.
York is just looking down at
He's
his
in mud.
He's in mud.
He's in mud.
Yeah,
Just to check.
It has rained overnight, not very heavily, but the ground here is muddy. That is correct. There are other. Let me just pop this
Something
up.
to play with.
There are other buildings around. There's one there. There's another one there, and there's one off there. This is not a completely isolated space.
Yeah.
York is looking down at him with a degree of sympathy. I have been given orders that are shit before, so I do get where he's
So
at.
Darius has slammed into the ground and tripped onto the floor. Iris, you're up.
Really?
That is correct.
Mm-hmm. We had bad initiative.
Everybody has
Okay.
bad initiative.
Everybody
It's
except these two.
It's
have
early in the
bad.
morning.
I'm going to try and control the horse because it's just been punched in the.
That's correct.
1, 2, 3.
In the
I'm
stomach.
come here.
Oh, sorry. I should have drawn this, and this is entirely my bad. There are another couple of horses that are there. I don't have enough horse models. That are there and there. There are a couple of horses that are around.
Probably.
Am I to
something
take
there.
from this the
Yes, there are. But I'll get this.
and Lady Amelia and Lord Tyndall, are they just bad initiative or have they not acted?
They haven't acted yet.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to go there and try and get Faralgo under control. Try and grab the reins and kind of calm him. Whoa, boy,
Animal
whoa.
handling, please. This is hard because it's just been punched in the balls.
That's what,
Good use of the environment you were in, I'll give you that.
13. Okay, so on a 13, the horse, it's winning, and you managed to prevent it from going totally crazy. It's still not in a great way, but you've got somebody saying whoa, whoa, and stroking its flanks and calming it down. The horse, that was a good thing to do, because otherwise I had a runaway horse to play with. You can do fun things with those. Tyndall is up, and he says, my lady, please, Sir Darius, there is no need for this. I assure you, there is absolutely no need. And he goes 1, 2, 3, great, 4, 5, 6, and comes and stands there.
Which way is he facing?
He is currently he's trying to interpose himself between
That is
Sir
what
Darius
I am
and-
checking.
That's fine. He's saying, Sir Darius, I assure you, there is no need for this conflict. The Lady Freya was merely joking when she said she would not come with us. Of course, she is betrothed and must come with us to Krassos.
My love, I cannot.
Okay, well, that's what he does. Neve, you're up.
Ooh, I am. Great.
Yeah, you're okay.
Wow. Somebody's sleeping on the sofa.
No, I know.
Think, act fast or lose your action.
Oh shit. Right, cool. In which case, I'm going to hit this guy with my shillelagh.
Sweet. Okay, so Neve pulls out her staff. She runs her hand along it, and as she does, again, all of the vines that are wrapped around it start to sprout these sharp thorns. He is prone, which means that melee attacks against him are made with advantage.
Oh, great. Roll again. So that is 19.
19
19
is
to hit.
Not enough to hit him.
Oh,
Or
clang.
rather, you do, but it goes bonk.
That's
Yeah.
correct. So yeah, you swing down, and Sir Darius
Wait,
has...
19 isn't enough to hit him.
That is correct.
Fuck.
Yeah.
A full plate and shield. You swing down.
I would argue he has a ship when prone.
He does have a shield when prone.
Okay, fine.
He is not incapacitated. He is,
No, that's reasonable.
he's prone. So you swing down, and he brings up a shield, and you go and score along it.
This is information for me the next time it happens to me.
That is correct. So you swing at him, and he has identified you as a target. The Lady Amelia says, please, there is no need for this. You do not need to keep attacking. And she goes 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And she is going to cast a spell at you, Neve. Because you've just attacked Sir Tyndall. Sorry, no, you haven't. You've just attacked Sir Darius. This is all going very, very well for relations between Krassos and Galatea. I see no problems in the future.
Nothing I have done has led to this situation at all. I'm innocent.
She is
Demonstrably
going to-
false. Demonstrably false.
Yeah, she points a finger at you, and there is a... can you take me a reflex save, please?
How do I do that?
It is... sorry, a dexterity saving throw. So it is...
13?
13 is exactly what you need. So a vine comes out of the ground and goes... and it pushes itself out of the earth, and it lashes for your legs, and you jump to one side and hit it with your shillelagh, and it goes back into the ground. Yeah, don't try and out-druid a druid, I guess. But she has remonstrated you and told you to stop. Yorg.
Raps and nonsense.
Yes, and when she cast the spell, you saw her cast it in the way that Brouter do. She intoned
Tapping.
in Latin.
I say to her.
Yorg.
roll of shoulder. Draw his axe, but keep his hand down it up by the head at the moment. Sort of step. Am I threatened by Darius if he's on the ground, or
He can attack you. He just attacks at disadvantage.
No,
I'm not sure you do if you're prone. Doesn't matter. Carry on for now. Chat, are you at disadvantage to attack when prone? Carry on.
Can you make attacks of opportunity while prone?
Yes, you can, and yes, you are.
Okay. I'm just gonna look down at him and say, pick on somebody your own size, and ask him to make a wisdom save.
A wisdom save. A wisdom save for a fighter with negative wisdom, you say? That is not a great save.
Negative wisdom.
Is your DC more than 10?
It is.
Then he fails his wisdom save.
Well, that's exciting.
What have you just done to him?
Involved, compelled duel.
Compelled duel, so he must come and fight you.
That's not quite correct. On a failed save, the creature is drawn to you as compelled by divine demand for the duration of. For the duration, it's disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than you.
Okay.
And must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move into a space more than 30 feet away from you. Then I'm going to invoke an attack of opportunity by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's within. He needs to stay within 30 feet of me. If I voluntarily move outside of 30 feet of him, it breaks.
Sweet. Okay,
But I
so
wanna-
he's going to take attack of opportunity. What's your AC, please?
18.
At disadvantage. He might hit you.
If anybody in this encounter will, it's him.
Well, he hit you with one of his attacks, but didn't hit you with the other. So
Yes. So
no, he gets one attack of opportunity at you,
Oh, okay.
which is made with
Right,
disadvantage.
which means
one of the
he
rolls
gets-
hit, the other one missed.
That's correct. No, it's not his turn. On his turn, he gets 2 attacks. Yeah.
Oh shit! This is really bad.
That's fine. There's nothing wrong with start a fight with a level 5 fighter, and it's going to be great. So yeah,
I really didn't need that information, John.
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
no, we have got an amazing combo coming up.
So you swing in and it doesn't work. He swings in and you step over and move away, saying, come fight me, and gesture to him.
And so move. That was a bonus action to
Bonus action to cast.
compel duel. Then I'm going to ready for approach.
So you're going to.
If he comes at me, which he should do,
Yeah.
I'm going to dock him in the face.
Okay, so you ready an attack. That's
Yeah.
fine. So if he steps within range, you're going to smash him with
Yeah.
the axe. Sweet. That's a good thing to do. Freya, you're up again. And you can see that there are people who have started to come out of the windows now. People are looking out. The town it's early in the morning, but you can also hear the sound of horses approach.
Oh, God. But importantly, it's his call.
That's correct.
I haven't hit him yet.
My love, is there any way we can get Darius to stand down without me coming with you?
If anyone could make Darius stand down, that would be a wonderful, wonderful thing. But I have tried more or less my entire life.
Okay, I'm going to draw my bow and attempt to shoot Darius.
Whoa! Okay. So ranged attacks at prone figures, unless you're within 5, have disadvantage. So
Run in, hit him, and then disengage.
So you step in. You're at disadvantage to attack him at all, unless you are really close.
Okay,
At which point you have advantage with all attacks.
okay.
Which would trigger sneak attack damage.
So yes, you step in, and would you like to attack him with your bow or with your...
Well, if I'm right next to him, I'll just stab him.
Okay, so you come in and try and shank him. Wow.
With advantage, so you roll twice.
With advantage. You've still got really high AC.
21.
That's 21 total.
No, that's with an 18. That's totally more than that.
Yes, that'll be-
Well, 21 is probably sufficient. It is in fact sufficient. But 20, you hit him, roll your damage, and your sneak attack, please.
York, as part of your compelled duel, did you say anything to him?
Yeah,
Come,
I said pick from somebody your own size.
10 damage.
10 damage. Yes, he has taken some of your damage.
You're not allowed to use my own bullshit against me.
Sweet.
What he's going to take full damage from me if I hit him.
You come in and you shank him again. Same space before. You
Magic
stab him
damage
with your
again.
knife. This time Darius gives a oh, and he looks up at you and he's dropped his I mean, he's still got his helmet on, and this guy's wearing like a full helm with a visor that you can see through, and a little one of the slits that go down. It looks like a Crusader helmet.
Yeah.
And he looks up at you, and he's dropped his act of niceness, and he says, "You'll pay for that one, bitch."
Fast action, I'm backing off again.
Okay, so you got more points of movement. He will get to it. No, he won't get to his attack. He hasn't okay. So you don't even need to disengage. You can dash if you want to and go miles.
Run.
You've got 11 spaces of movement if you want.
Horses are coming.
They are.
Where's Fidalgo stabled?
Oh, stay.
Fidalgo is stabled somewhere on the. There's a stables attached to the inn, which is going to be
I'm going to move
over here somewhere.
this direction.
Sweet. Well, you can go really far. You can go
That's alright. I don't
1,
need to go all the
2,
way down.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You can get to the
You
stables.
can
I
get
want
to the
to stay
stables.
in line of sight. Of
That's not Fidalgo.
No, that was a
No,
horse.
that was a horse that they
Oh,
brought.
right.
They brung a horse.
Right, gotcha.
Maybe it was Sidarius' horse. You don't know.
Probably.
I like the past tense there.
Well, it's not your horse, right?
Character's afraid to run to the horse, but then she's not coming back.
No, that's fine. Do that.
We'll get there. So Darius is going to go, and he is going to get himself up, which is half his fucking move. Stop tripping my big fighters.
No.
He's going to attempt to go after you and make a wisdom save to do so. What's your DC, please?
12.
12 on the nose.
Yeah. Is that what you got?
What happens if he moves more than 30 feet away? Does it break the spell?
No, it's good, but it's not that good. It's only a level 1 spell.
Okay. So I rolled a 12. I rolled a 14. He's got my
No, it's all good.
So he goes, "Ugh," and you see, in fact, you can see Jorg reaching out towards him, and there's this like corona of light that he's pushing through, that he's clearly feeling himself pulled, and he manages to take a step there, which he does, which is,
Certainly an attack of 2.
if you would like to make an attack of opportunity, Darius, Neve, you are welcome to do so. You have a shillelagh up and ready. If you want to smack him as he goes, you can do that. Yeah, go for it. No, you miss. You definitely miss. So he goes 1, and he goes 2.
And that's it.
No, he has an extra point of move.
Oh.
But he's provoked another attack of
Oh
opportunity.
my!
Oh.
Oh my!
Go, Tyndall, go!
Okay.
Cheer him up! Cheer him up!
Okay, so Tyndall says, and he shoves him, and he goes "Ugh," through the doors.
Yes!
As he goes, and you hear him fall with a clang again, and he swears loudly, and Tyndall is going to he's going to take a turn after the right thing for him to do. He's 1 point less than you usually. He's going to go. He's going to turn and he's going to say, "My love, we must make haste."
Come! Later.
He follows you. He says, "My horse is here. My guards are coming. We must flee."
Let's go. I'm going to grab on. My horse is right around this corner.
All right, and he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what he does, and he says, "Come, Amelia, come." Iris, you're up.
Okay. Right. I'm going to try and holding onto this horse so I don't running away. Shouting into the bar. So are there other people in the tavern at this time? It's quite early.
Yeah,
isn't it?
absolutely.
Shouting in. Just hold that man down.
Oh yeah. Like that.
Wow. Okay, please make me
Must be the
a
fancy as Iris gets a load of people killed.
make me a persuasion check with advantage.
No,
These
of course.
people love you.
Yeah, we're good guys.
You have
I'm going to re-roll that too.
you have the
Oh.
Which is a 9.
They
Okay.
like us, but not
They
that
like us.
They like their
They
skins
like us.
as well.
no nonsense. You see a bunch of them run over and go, I guess we better do as she says. And they come running to try and grab Sidarius. One of which is the barkeep comes running over and tries to push him down. Sidarius punches him, and you see his jaw dislocate. This guy falls to the ground in tears. Neve, you're up.
However, didn't use a weapon,
Yeah, he smashed it with the shield.
but didn't use a weapon and had the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, he could have stabbed him, but he didn't.
Okay. No, there is a level of escalation that I'm trying
He
to...
hasn't
engage
drawn
with
his
here.
sword.
Yeah.
Right, okay. There's a level of escalation I'm trying to work with here.
Yep.
I am. So there are horses coming this way, right?
There are, yes.
We need to leave.
Yeah. I'm considering fog cloud.
Yeah, good spell.
Yep, I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm going to start making the fun
Also,
Avatar Last Airbender water shapes in the air, and fog is going to hopefully start. Oh no, because this is like a cantrip, right?
No,
No,
fog
this
cloud's a
is a
spell.
spell.
It's a level spell.
Oh, is it?
So you spend you spend a spell slot, which
Yes.
is fine.
and
you don't need to roll to cast,
A
you just do
4x4
it.
square.
Oh.
That is fogged.
Where would you like a 4x4 square or fog?
A 4x4 square of fog, you say?
Please draw it on the map.
It is. Great. So, where is he?
You see the mud hardens and dries in the area, and the water vapor pulls itself off and begins to expand and multiply, becoming a dark blue that fills the air. And it's a 4x4 cube, so it goes up 20 feet as well. It's obviously not completely tight, but it is. You can see that the billowing smoke. That's nice. The billowing smoke pulls into the tavern and obscures the edges around the outside. That's cool. You still have movement if you want to use it.
Yeah, I am gonna get out of this fog. And I'm going to run round as close as I can
get through the fog if you Because you can do it as you're casting it. It's
Okay,
fine.
cool.
Okay, so as
I'm
the
coming
lady
over
Neve
to
runs, you
Freya.
see every step she takes, the fog starts to pull up around her. In fact, the first few are just fog filling in her footprints in the mud that come up and
That's
up
a cool
and up.
effect.
It's a really cool effect. She runs fog up behind her, which billows into a great gusting cloud.
Yeah, the lady Amelia goes, oh!
The lady Amelia starts coughing. Yeah, she didn't enjoy that. And it is her. And let's see how wise she is. She's not that wise.
Follow Lord Tyndall.
And the lady Amelia, you hear from inside the fog, she, Lord Tyndall! Lord Tyndall! Hey, Lord... she can't find her way out.
Spike me on the edge.
Yeah, she suddenly fog
Yeah.
everywhere, and she goes, which way do I go? Maybe it's this way.
Oh,
Lord Tyndall! Ow! And then York, you're up.
Oh no.
Well, so you didn't see what Sedaris did inside the tavern.
No, I didn't.
The sound of horses is approaching, and you can hear there's quite a lot of them now. This is the rest of his guards.
The guy didn't draw his... The guy had not at this point drawn his sword.
Correct.
Cool. Freya, grab a horse and run, I'll yell, and I will move towards the horses that are here. To be honest, if the big one looks like it's designed to take Darius,
It is a war
it
horse.
can probably take me. I'm going to run up to the war horse, look at it askance. Iris, can you drive this thing? Sorry, Iris, can you ride this thing?
Done it a couple of times.
Good. I'm going to get on the horse, pick Iris up, and put her in the saddle in front of me.
Amazing. Can you please make me a...
Probably not.
I'll take an animal handling, please.
Okay. Yeah, that would take. That's an 11.
On 11, that's fine. So you get very ungracefully onto the horse, but you're strong enough that you just vault yourself up, and you pick Iris up and put Iris onto the horse in front of you. You are both now riding, for a given value of riding, a horse. Iris, you have to shift a second because you were put down on top of the reins, but you rummage and get them, and that's where you are. You hear the sound of horses much closer now, and you can start to
From what direction?
Start to see them. The horses have come from the south, from this direction.
Okay, great.
And they are making the edges there. These are horses approaching on the edge of the map. Oh, I shouldn't have the map. So, yes, I'll do this. But for now, it is Freya, you're up.
I am going to go to my horse.
Okay, so you run to your horse, Freya.
Yep.
It's in the stables, and you know what you're doing. You get onto the horse.
Yep. I'm going.
I'm coming with you.
Yes. So I'll grab Fidalgo.
Yeah.
I'm going to ride back to here, just so I'm in line of sight of Lord Hindle, and at that point you can.
And I'll hop up on behind you.
Okay, can somebody make me an animal handling check to get onto... There is Fidalgo. Please put Fidalgo on the map somewhere.
Yeah, that's good. What is animal
This was
handling?
not what I was expecting for today's session.
Nor was
22.
22, that's amazing. So on a 22, as you run past Neve reaches out and scoops herself up onto the horse behind you. She's ended up... she sat the wrong way on the horse, but that's okay. She's,
Well done,
I'm
stunt team.
I'm going to make eye contact with Lord Tyndall, make sure he knows where we're going, or at least in which direction we're going.
Lord Tyndall can't see you. There's a big cloud of fog in the way.
No, there's line of sight there.
Yeah, but he's... Lord Tyndall can't see you for now.
He's facing the wrong way.
Yeah, he's busy trying to get on his horse, which he
Fine.
normally has people to help
He
him
can
with.
follow us. He can follow us.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going west.
And you go west, you ride off, Freya. Lovely.
Simple there.
Darius is going to...
To be perfectly honest, Lord Tyndall can just run now. He's free of his oppressors.
That's not
I
quite.
hope so. I mean, it's
Okay.
like.
He's going to really struggle in the wilds, I'll say that.
Yeah, he better follow us.
Coming out of the smoke.
Half movement?
Coming out of the smoke like an avenging demon, Darius comes surging forwards and he bull rushes the horse that you are on. He comes charging to the side of it and slams himself into it. Would you like to make me an opposed athletics check, please?
Probably. Well, actually, maybe not opposed.
He's quite good.
I thought he might be 22.
22, better. So he smashes into the horse, which staggers and stumbles to one side. Iris, animal handling, please.
9.
On a 9, the horse careens wildly and whinnies and starts to bolt. You have managed to shoulder some of the brunt of it. The horse is not gone, but it has started to run and it is going in that direction. Come on, there we go. It is going this way. So the horse that you are on starts running that way. Darius at the edge of the fog, shouting at you and swearing in highbrowter.
He's swearing in highbrow, so right.
Oh no, sorry, he's swearing in regular browser.
I was going to say, he's swearing in highbrow.
No, he's swearing in regular browser. Lord Tyndall is on a 17. He's getting on the horse.
Yay! He made it.
He really did. Lord Tyndall hops himself onto the horse, and he's there. He's on that horse, and he is going to turn it around, and he's going to come running after the Lady Freya, if you can see where she is. So he goes.
You knew which direction we went.
He goes
At least
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh no!
Dickhead,
Jesus.
5.
Don't do
He's
that.
definitely getting an attack of opportunity. That's how this goes.
Aww. Poor Lord Tyndall.
Let's see how we're going. It's opposed. Oh dear. Lord Tyndall goes off the horse, and there's a smack as Darius reaches out with his mailed fist, and he holds it out like an iron bar. And Lord Tyndall goes, "I'm coming, beloved!" I'm bam into the bar of Lord Darius and falls onto the ground badly. The horse into the mist. Freya, as you wheel your horse around and start to go, there is a noble-looking steed that comes riding out of the mist. The horses that you heard...
I'm turning around.
You're turning around?
Yes.
Okay.
How did you not expect this? It's Freya. Little Miss, I can't decide what I'm doing today. Little Miss Chaos herself. Well, it makes my decision as to what I'm doing easier.
That's
Wait,
true.
I'm gonna say, Neve, grab that horse. I'm going
Right.
back for Lord Tyndall.
Okay.
Back in. Okay, so the horses have now arrived.
This is
Iris, you're up.
Right, well, I'm on a bolting horse with a Broughton warrior. So,
Please make it stop.
yeah, we're going to try and circle around this way.
Okay.
Yes.
Animal handling
Is it
for
an
sure.
action to ride horse?
So it is. If you're in complete command of your horse, it is not. You are not in complete command of your horse, so you need to take an action to handle the animal.
Let's do that.
Horse. This is not what I thought would happen this
Okay,
session.
this is better. This is a 21.
29.
21.
21. 21's fine. Yeah, you settle into a proper grip. You there's a moment where you have to push your back quite uncomfortably to get into a better grip on the horse.
I'll move. Like,
Yeah, your shuffles back awkwardly and holds around your waist while you take proper command. You dig your heels into the stirrups, you grip hold of the reins, and suddenly the horse goes, "Oh, there's an experienced rider on me. I know what's expected of me." And if you've ever seen a horse that's being ridden by an amateur suddenly start being ridden by a pro and goes, "Oh, I'll stop dicking around then,"
okay, fine.
and the horse goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, I better behave." So you get full command of the horse. Congratulations.
Hooray.
You can now.
Take it around
How
this
fast
way.
the horses moves?
Horses moves.
This is a war horse, it's
yeah,
going to shift.
horses move really fast. Horses move, I think, something like 60 to 80 feet. I'll check. It doesn't matter. Thank you.
Go,
Yes.
go, hold it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 60, isn't it?
And this being
Uh,
D&D,
That's
the
10 to
entry,
50.
and this being D&D, the entry will be under horse brackets war. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you managed to you barrel the horse around. It's got
It is
a
a war.
pretty tight turning circle.
60.
60 is what I thought it was. Yeah, 80 is really fast.
I think 80 is like a riding horse because war.
So yeah, you spin the horse around. Amazing. Tyndall has attempted his action. Neve, you're up.
Right, I am going to jump off from Fidalgo
Yep.
and try and calm down this horse here to get onto it.
The one that's charging. Okay, so
Talk to it in horse.
Talk to it in horse.
you don't speak horse.
No,
Do you know how to speak German?
I have wild shape, but I don't think that's going to help me with this.
Oh, there's things you can wild
There
shape into,
are
I
things I can
guess.
wild shape into, but I don't
Like
think
a
that's
horse.
going to be.
I mean, that does resolve a completely separate issue.
It does.
but
Just being a horse.
I'm
Okay,
not,
yeah. So
I'm not
you,
sure anybody gets
so
to
you-
live down the fact of.
I need you to try and
Neve.
maybe handle animal handling check, please.
Nope. Not
Was that a
today.
nat 1?
Nat 1.
Okay, so Neve, you get in front of the horse and you say, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," and the horse tramples over you. It barrels you down and rides over you. Would you like to take me 7 points of damage as the horse
Really?
runs you down? Anyone who's there who can see, which is nobody.
I can see.
Oh yeah, Freya, you see from the back of your horse, Neve rolls off to try and slow down the horse, and it rams over her, and she is rolled hard into the side of the of the town. Thank you.
Abort
It is
mission.
the Lady Amelia, who is she coughs.
Lost in the fog.
Concentration check for being hit. It's got without concentration?
It really is. Yeah, take me a
Yep, that's
Yep.
fine. I get advantage on that
yeah,
because
because
I'm a
Warcaster,
warcaster.
which is such a good skill.
8, 9.
10 is your-
10
10 is your number.
Where's my con? Yes, 11. I've
Great.
got 11.
10 is your number until you start taking 21 points of damage in a single hit.
It's concentration.
At which point it goes up. Great. There is you see, cutting through the fog actually, a series of glowing runic lines and some. And there's a great billowing gust of wind which clears
You totally need to have a mage fight at some point.
the water, the fog.
Mage fight!
Oh, wait, no, I'm maintaining the spell.
You are indeed. It is dispersed by a billowing gust of wind.
Mage fight!
Dispel magic, possibly, or some
Or
sort of-
gust of
Or
wind.
gust of
perhaps.
wind, which counters fog cloud exactly.
And you see, oh, goodness me, says the Lady
That's
Amelia.
happened.
That was where she was. York, you're up.
Oh, shit.
You're currently on a horse.
Where's... Oh, I can't see Freya.
It's all going to shit. And these horses are, I mean, you can see where they are. You can see right now. These horses are coming in. These are the...
Where's he looking? Because
So Darius-
at the moment.
He is
Seen
looking...
us go around this
Tyndall.
way.
He has seen you go that way. He's looking
All
at
his
Tyndall.
focus is on Tyndall.
Currently, that's what he's looking at.
If his focus is on Tyndall, I will not take.
Who is prone?
I am not going to take an action at this time.
So, are you going to ready an action?
I
You can ready a specific
I
action.
will-
so
As I ride
skip your
by,
turn.
you could
um,
bonk.
if Darius comes into range, I'm going to body tackle him from the back of the horse.
Not just great, fine,
No,
cool. love
that's
it,
not
love it.
sensible. No, I'm going to take the assumption that that Sir Darius might come after us. So if Sir Darius comes at us with weapon drawn with the intent to strike us, I will smack him in the face.
Sweet. Okay, that's a good thing to do. The cavalry arrive, and
I don't think that's ever been said quite so literally in my time of hearing the words.
they can see there's a fracas going on in the village. Indeed, and you hear a
Oh, the
as
herald's
the
here.
herald Jacob is blowing a trumpet, and the cavalry come in with a thundering of hooves. There's only 5 of them. There's another one which I'll get in a second. There's only 5 of them, but 5 horses charging in is quite a thing
Quite
to
something,
see.
yeah.
So these come in like this. They come in 1, 2, 3. Oh, they got this move. They can get around wherever they need to. They come galloping round like this, and there's the herald Jacob, who is this guy, turns and he says, Lord Tyndall, what occurred, Lord Tyndall? And Sir Darius said, Tyndall has been struck down by the Lady Freya and her friends. We must find her and stop her from escaping.
Can I hear this?
Yeah,
Yes.
this is shouted. That was them. They've come in and looked for
Run!
instructions. Freya, you're up.
Run!
So there are
Wait, is Lord Tyndall like incapacitated?
there
Or is
are
he just down?
guards on these horses.
They look
That's
a bit.
Leslie.
They look a bit stabby.
There are guards. Yeah, well, they're armed guards. They are carrying. What are they carrying from Krassos? They have got spear and shield. Is what they've got from Krassos.
They're mounted. That makes sense.
Round shield and spears. That's true, but that's what they wield on foot as well.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Is Lord Tyndall like awake? Or has he just been knocked over?
He's certainly winded and rolling in the dust. He's not dead. He's not unconscious. He was smashed off a horse.
I'm going to say Darius wouldn't be that stupid. Darius wouldn't be stupid enough to actually kill him. That's literally.
You gotta make a choice.
in his life.
Run!
This is it.
Run! In the ground! On the ground.
I'm gonna pick up Neve. I'm gonna try and pick up Neve and then
Okay.
we're going.
Okay, make me
Leave me! Oh!
You're going to try and scoop her up. Athletics, please, to hook her onto the horse.
Oh yeah, my worst. Fuck.
5. Animal handling check, please.
19?
19. Okay, so you ride the horse by, grum, 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 and you reach down a hand. Neve reaches up, and you just slip through each other's fingers.
High five.
Go! Go!
As you come riding
Go!
past. Where are you headed? Are you off?
Get
Yeah,
out
I'm
of
going
town.
west.
Yeah,
Freya has left the battlefield.
good. That's not her horse.
That's
No,
not.
that's
That's
not-
not.
that's- yeah, sorry,
That
I can't
horse
say.
has totally gone as well. I think because it ran.
Yeah, it ran that
Yeah,
way.
that's
that's
over.
over.
That horse is gone as well. That's fine. It's already following that horse.
Yes.
Lovely. Darius. He is going to. He can see you guys.
He can see us.
So he is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and get on this horse.
Shit.
Oh, he gets on the horse. He draws his sword, and he wheels the horse around this way. 1, 2, 3. He points at the herald. He's not in the building. He points at the herald and he says, "You stay with Lord Tyndall. Rest of you with me." He takes command. Iris, you're up.
You've never ridden in your life, do it now. Go.
We'll come this way.
Sweet. So you scatter off.
But we totally need to swing
Yeah, we're gonna
around this
swing
way.
around.
So we need to move.
Yeah, we've
right
gone
now.
away, the straight line away.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll
I
go
think
down
this
later.
might have come off the battle map.
It has. So you
Wait,
turn.
wait. Oh, okay. It's alright. My one doesn't need to be done. on
That's
the
fine.
back.
You turn and flee.
I've got a cool
I'll
thing.
shape it to a horse.
I've got a cool thing I want to try.
Tyndall.
Okay.
Tyndall goes, "Beloved," as the dust billows up and the horses circle around him and then surge off in different directions. Lady Amelia, not Lady Amelia. I'm sorry, Neve. You have
So difficult to tell the difference.
all of very few seconds before horses are upon you with riders.
Yeah, I would like to wild shape into the horse that has just disappeared.
Oh wow. Okay, I love it. So
Bring back the horse model.
take me a deception check,
Deception.
please.
Good time
That's
to roll
20,
big
not a
numbers.
natural, 20.
20. Okay. Nobody can see this as you are just round the corner of the tavern and you pick yourself up onto 4 limbs and then they stretch and expand and your clothes meld into your new equine flesh as you stand on all 4 in the exact shape of a horse. And the noise that it makes is "Moo!" which is translated as "Man, I'm a badass." The riders grum, 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 pass you.
Cool. I'm going to go on over to Lord Tyndall.
This is sexy.
Please, I want this to work so
Okay,
hard.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I
5,
want
6,
this to work
7, 8,
so
9, 10, 11, 12. Horses are really fast. You head on over
Say,
to Lord.
Freya, you're not the first one he rode.
Oh, you weren't here last session. You don't know that. So you head over to Lord Tyndall. That's extremely cool. The Lady Amelia is going to come out, and she says, she comes walking out and goes, my lord, are you injured? She didn't see Darius punch him off a horse.
She helped him out of the mud.
And she goes and no, he's unconscious. He's not unconscious. He's
Right.
he's
He's stunned.
he's stunned.
Winded.
He's out of it. She reaches into a pouch and she pulls out a potion which she feeds to him.
Okay.
He comes spluttering and sits himself back up.
Have these guys all headed off after them?
The herald is there and he has he's dismounted.
Cool.
It's pretty cool. He's dismounted. He's got off and he's looking after Lord Tyndall, which is what he's been told to do.
Yeah, I was going to say change one of the change one of the riders.
That's fine. It's good. It's good. We're done. And then, oh man, there's too many people in this fight now.
Sorry.
That's fine. It's all good. You're riding off. I'm taking you out. Freya, you have also ridden off. This is fine. Darius gives chase.
Yeah.
And there is Darius and
Off they
Soldier
Chase
head off.
sequence.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We're
Yeah.
getting
we'll
there.
get-
I've totally got plan.
So I'm going to skip everybody who's not on the map at the moment.
Yep.
Neve, what would you like to do?
I would like to act like a horse and just sort of pace around a bit and
Gently nuzzle Lord
gently
Tyndall.
sort of at Lord Tyndall.
Okay, so you do this. You
Yeah.
act like a horse and gently nuzzle at Lord
Just-
Tyndall.
Hopefully, not arousing any suspicion. I am the
I am a horse. I am a horse. Well,
Horse.
You're doing a pretty good job of being a horse, and it feels incredible. By the way, you feel you're an old woman, and you remember what it was like to be young and vital, where your skin was tight and it didn't hurt to breathe so much, and your eyes were better. And now you're in this incredibly powerful body. And part of you wonders if this is what it's like to be like Sir Darius, and just you're not afraid of anything. You know, you're the biggest thing around, and you have blood pumping through your body. You can feel it surging, and you want to run. You want to race. You're good to go. That's what the sensation of horse is like, as well as constant. Every now and again, you get there's some noise that happens over there, and you're aware of it. You've got sensations pumping into you from a really not amazing sense of eyes, but a really interesting sense of smell, and your hearing's pretty good. And it's a jumble of senses.
If I recall, we're basically 360 degree field of vision as well.
Horses, they can't. So you've got, but it's not very keen.
No,
It's-
it's
So you've got movement and
Perception is not good.
Yeah.
but that's fine. That's what it's like being you. I must go after my betrothed, says Lord Tyndall. I must rescue her.
I'm pouring at the ground.
Make me a persuasion check.
Horse check.
What's persuasion?
Strength charisma.
10.
I think Tyndall needs to make an insight check.
Tyndall
Okay.
doesn't know anything about me.
He hasn't got a clue. He's just been smashed.
If he realises, would he change what he's doing?
No.
Tyndall, he's going to
No.
get on the horse.
Great. Amazing.
You help me, please, Amelia. And Amelia helps him onto the horse. You feel Tyndall get onto your back.
Yep.
it's pressure, but it's not anything you can't handle, which is amazing, because if Tyndall got onto Neve's back, Neve would crumple.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tyndall gets onto the horse, and...
I'm going to power off into the forest.
Whoa! Whoa!
As fast
he
as I
says,
can go.
And you go.
Yeah.
You power
That way.
Okay, so you charge off in that direction as fast as you can go. Lady Amelia, wait! What? Wait! And she starts drawing circles in the air. And would you please like to take me a
Just have to hope I can weather it.
wisdom saving throw?
Well, you should be fine with this. Hopefully. You should be good with
17.
No,
Honest-
more than that, yeah, no, 2.
It's fine. It's more. It's
19.
Oh, 19's amazing. Okay,
Because your
so
strength is
you
plus
feel
5.
you feel this invisible hand reach out and grab around you. Its fingers are big enough to grab your flanks and your side, and you feel the pressure almost pick you up, but you power through, and Tyndall has to grab to hold on to you as you gallop away, leaving Lady Amelia, who sinks to her knees and looks to the herald. As they stand alone in a clearing and the villagers start to emerge. And that is where we're going to leave this session.
Yeah!
Hooray, I finally got the party back together.
I'll say this, it's never dull.
Never dull. Never. Oh.
Never dull with you around.
Swell. Okay, cool. Yes, thank you very much, guys. Chat, thank you for sticking with us.
Christ, what time is it?
We will. It's not.
Oh,
It's only 10. We're okay. I'm sorry that we didn't have a full contingent from the start, but now at least I have some of my party together. It is my dream to have a whole session, or maybe 2 in a row, where everybody is here. We will be back next Thursday at 8, and we will all, I pray, be here on time, ready to crack on and start. And if we're not, then we'll make the fucking best of it and go for it anyway. As always, you've been awesome, chat. Thank you very much for staying with us. If you enjoy this content and would like to support it, the best thing you can do is get more people watching it. So if you know anybody who doesn't speak English, this is a perfect way to try and teach it to them. If you know 2 families who have a blood feud with each other, invite them on, and we'll have one person play a PC and one person play a bad guy. This is the kind of use that you can put this show to, okay? It's good in every situation, it builds bridges, and it fosters communication. You've been great, we've really enjoyed it, thank you very much, and keep rolling them dice.